good to see me with the beard again. Thanks. Morning. We'll get everything started in just a second. I'm just setting everything up right now. I need to make sure I get the chats up. Are you ever gonna prove that I'm a fake vet, Free Gaza? Are you ever gonna take back the disgusting things you said to Jews? You know, if the people of Gaza have the same mentality as you have, fuck them. Telling Jewish people that you think their children should be raped for being Jewish and that they should go to Gaza and get raped. Yeah, that's really getting your point across, bud. I think is more powerful military, China, the United States. Definitely the United States, without question. Hey, Mayan. Okay, let's see. Hey, Irene. Okay, I need to get the chats open. Okay, we're getting the chat set up. Oh no, the little bitch boy thinks I should die. Going back to your experience. Okay. China military's like saying you have designer clothes without disclosing the counterfeits. Why can't we defeat Vietnam and Afghanistan? Boy, have you checked the scoreboard? No, I don't support Israel no matter what. You just, again, you trying to speak out of your ass on my behalf. Do you have a Spotify playlist with the song in the background? Yeah, I do. I should probably just add it to my playlist or to my link tree. Okay. Tap the screen, guys. Get the likes up. I know it's been a while.
How's it going, Sam?
What's up? What's on your mind?
Oh, it's future. I was gonna troll you as a voice, but I just woke up, so I'm just not in the energy for it.
I can't even see the username. It just shows not Trump. With
not Donald Trump. Yeah,
I think that's a potato head. Is that a Mr. Potato Head thing on there? It's really tiny on my screen.
It's a fake, like the fake glasses with the fake nose and
mustache. Oh, yeah.
For the disguise, it's that. So I've been going on lives with the Trump voice and saying,
nice.
Really stupid shit. It's so funny. Makes people laugh all the time.
Dude, Free Gauze in the chat. One, You don't have to see combat to be a veteran. If I'm not a veteran, you should go to the Veterans Affairs and you should tell them that I'm a fake veteran. They should stop giving me my $4,000 a month for my 100% permanent disability because the military fucking broke me. So if I'm a fake veteran, go tell the VA, report me to the United States government by all means. And also, you still haven't even proven that I'm a fake veteran. I'm still waiting on that. It's been weeks, and all you do is go in my chat and spam that I'm a fake veteran because you think I haven't seen combat. And then you messaged my Jewish friends and you tell them that you wish their children would go to Gaza and be raped and unalived.
That's brutal. That's rough.
I mean, what do you expect from a little fucking pea brain?
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Like, if you like support the Palestinian stuff, like if you support the Palestinians.
Oh no, he's a whole Hamas supporter.
Oh, that's bad.
Mr. Chinese account, go ahead and prove I'm a fake veteran. Go ahead and prove it. These fucking people, man.
Dude, for me, both sides with the Israel-Palestine conflict hate me because I take such a nuanced approach. Like, I go detail by detail. It's not... People fucking hate me on both sides.
Oh, I don't even care who hates me at this point anymore.
No, neither do I. It's all the same shit.
Yeah.
By the way, I did a video on my For You page talking about the T-14 Armada. You know anything about that?
Have they upgraded from first-gen French night vision optics?
No, I haven't.
Very well. The French will be very pleased to find that out.
They stopped production on it because obviously they couldn't find the sensors anymore because that's all been sanctioned. Can't get it anymore.
Weren't they supposed to see combat like years ago? We were told that they were on their way to the front lines multiple times. They never showed up. We saw a bunch of videos of them firing at trees in the woods, and they never showed up. Then the T-90s got pulled off the front line too.
What you don't realize is that that's a stealth tank.
It's already there. You'll just never know. A genius. When will the Russians ever cease to amaze me?
I did a video on it, and there was so many like Russians like in my DMs, just like all caps, delete this. Delete it now.
Wait. Oh my God, he's contradicting himself. Sam, you can't talk about seeing convat. Can't even spell combat. When you run away from combat. Wouldn't me running away from combat imply that I did in fact experience combat in the first place to run away from it? Aren't you contradicting yourself?
That would be a contradiction.
Yeah, because in order to run away from the combat, I have to be in combat. Which would make me not a fake combat vet. No, because you ran away from it so you could never get close to the actual combat. Again, you still haven't proven that I wasn't there with missiles landing around me. I've literally posted videos of missiles landing around me in Ukraine. Like, specifically the night that Wagner had their little coup attempt in their march on Moscow, I posted the videos on TikTok of the missiles impacting around us. That shit was close as fuck. Also, I don't understand why that would... the goalpost shifts from you're a fake vet to, well, you're a fake combat vet. We got to worry about our own Americans first. There are homeless people. Cool, Mob. What are you doing to help the homeless people then? Are you donating? Are you actually giving a fuck? Or are you just virtue signaling on TikTok because you don't have a response?
I know, Mob, I think he's fucking with you.
Oh, I don't recognize half the people in chat. I'm just fucking tired. It's fucking 4 in the morning. I'm fucking tired.
What are you doing live at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Trying to get back to my work schedule for my sleep. Because I work night shift. And I've had some family stuff going on the last few weeks. So I've
Ah,
been
bro.
busy. No, I'm not even American. Fucking what? He just doesn't have a job now. He wants to make money through TikTok. Man, that'd be a really dumb decision because I don't make shit off this app.
Going back to that T14, you do know that the driver of the T14 is hydraulically locked into a spot.
Yeah, and you can only there. Well, did they end up sacking the idea of two people sitting next to each other in the front there?
No.
So then, wouldn't that mean multiple people are stuck there?
So the guy in the middle that's sit right next to the driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can escape through the hatch behind him where the commander is.
Okay.
So, and then there's, I don't know if is it the gunner in the middle or the gunner on the right side? I can't remember, but it's crew of
I'm gonna have
four,
to go
right?
back and watch the Laser Pig video.
Yeah. So, no, the guy is still like right next to the driver. Anyways, there's like like just a normal mechanical hatch behind him.
Mhm.
And then there's another hatch to the far left, and then the hydraulically latched. I think the ones in the front are hydraulically latched, if I remember right. But then the one in the back is mechanically lifted. But the driver only has cameras to see out. He doesn't have fucking periscopes.
So you could just take out the hydraulic system.
Yeah, and it's a coffin.
Do you mean like we've seen happen with the T90?
That exactly the exact same thing.
By the way, that is repeat that spinning turret thing is repeatable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm home. No, Naomi, I had to come home for the night to take care of some stuff. Not officially home yet. I broke my laser engraver. I was engraving a bunch of business cards for a trip. Business trip I'm doing this week, and I got through 10 business cards, and then it broke.
Ah, I bet you those things aren't cheap.
I mean, it was a fucking $70 one from Temu,
That's not too bad.
but it was working, and I picked it up and moved it, and now it's not working.
Well, it is Temu, to be fair.
And now it just keeps saying fucking tilt alarm. But there's no fucking tilt alarm on it because it's so fucking bare bones. It doesn't have a tilt alarm programmed into it. So I don't know why it's fucking alarming for a tilted laser when nothing has changed.
It thinks it's tilted?
I don't fucking know, dude. I even tried disabling it manually through the code and it just won't let me.
Maybe it's a tilt alarm for the fact that you're getting tilted, that there's a tilt alarm.
Yeah. Hey, Golda, what's up?
Hi, Sam. How are you?
I'm tired.
I just came from Matt's live. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I was there earlier and it was just
I
dumb.
know, I saw you, but the funniest thing just happened, right? So, dude makes a claim that he has video footage. He's seen video footage of an IDF soldier recording themselves with their own cell phone, quote unquote, hanging a baby. So, after actually trying to find a video, they find the video he's referring to. Matt shows it on the screen. He starts freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, really?" The guy, it's a fake IDF soldier with a fake uniform, recording a hanging doll. And when I say doll, I don't mean the silicone ones that look realistic. I mean like
God.
a very obvious children's toy.
You know what? In his imagination, he believed it was as real as Palestine.
But like, Sam, it wasn't even confusing.
He believed it was as real as Palestine, Golda. It was real to him.
It's just so embarrassing. And then all the pro pallies cheering your mom in the chat all of a sudden just stopped talking.
I'm not surprised. Ugh. Guys, tap the screen. I know we've started late, and it's been like 2 weeks since I've been live, but we're at like 2,000 likes. Let's get the numbers up. Get people in here. I'm fucking tired, but I gotta stay up. I need to find someone that does laser engraving near me. I'm kind of desperate right now. I need these business cards finished in the next day. I have today to get these things laser engraved. Does Walmart have laser engravers?
Did you get that jacket from the Ukrainians, or is that
No, it's
emblem you just
just
put up?
patches.
Okay, cool.
Walmart does have laser engravers. Are there any for pickup fulfillment today?
You know, technically, Sam, you could buy it, engrave it, return it.
There is. That's not a laser engraver. That's an actual engraver. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Also, my printer died. The touchscreen, the touchscreen just stopped working.
You're just going through it.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, it's been a week.
Oh shit.
Everything good, Sam?
Hopefully tomorrow morning. Pyro Customs. Ooh, who are these people? Do you have a website? No, you don't. That doesn't really help me. Where the fuck is Rome? Pyro Customs. Texas.
Texas.
Oh, Pyro Customs. Nope, that's fireworks.
I
Okay.
think anything that says pyro on it is
No,
gonna
this
be-
is an engraving company, but they don't have any photos, or they don't have any Ooh, this
Wait, why do
company.
you need laser engraving for business cards?
Well, I'll send you a video, Golda, because I'm not gonna show my full business card right now because it's got info on it. But
Is
I'll
it like
show.
metal?
Yeah, it's metal. It's
Oh.
me and Mickey's business cards for handing out this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Hang on.
Wait, where are you guys going this weekend?
DC. Well, Mickey works out there, but I'm gonna be at the Capitol, doing advocacy stuff, going to meetings.
Cool. Yeah, I saw Mickey went, what was it, 2 weeks ago? He took Rabbi Lit around.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the business that you're doing?
I'm gonna be doing advocacy for Ukrainian or American Coalition for Ukraine, but I'm also gonna be doing I do political and foreign affairs advisory for different senators and congressmen's teams.
Oh, very nice.
Sam, have you heard of the group Voices for Peace?
Voices for Peace.
What
Like,
Voice for Peace? Sorry.
you mean like Jewish Voice for Peace?
No, God. Maybe I'm saying the name wrong.
Hey, go to pause and go look at the video I sent you. Also, thank you for the message. I just saw it. Hi, Bob. Hello. Support U.S. Senator Cory Booker for Democratic presidential candidate. Maybe.
My issue with the Democrats is they just need more balls. They just need to be more aggressive.
Or they could not fucking get rid of people who actually have the fucking testicular fortitude to not vote along party line and stick with their morals and values, like Jeff Jackson.
Dude, those are really cool. Wait, did you guys start a business together?
No, I am basically under Mickey's company now, but we needed new business cards for this weekend.
Those are really pretty.
Yeah, I was engraving them myself. Not anymore.
So wait, the 3D printer? No, you had an engraver.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Phew.
Bless you.
Phew.
Bless you.
Ow.
Hello,
Volodymyr,
man.
Vladimir
Hello.
says, "Are you a liberal or conservative?"
Socially liberal, fiscally conservative. Do you support Bob or anti-Bob? I support the Bob and the anti-Bob. Bob. What's up, Walter?
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure. What's up?
Do you think President Putin would ever give up on taking over Europe?
No.
Because like I've been studying for like a little bit ever since 2013 when I started studying that man, and in my personal opinion, he might, but he's
No.
also a wacko psycho.
He won't.
But right now, I know he's
It's not
paranoid
gonna
about
happen
it.
because if you look at the foreign intelligence that the EU has done, Australia has done, basically every country in Asia, there's talks between the Kremlin and the MOD. They want to go and invade the Baltics that by 2027. That's what they're hoping for. So they want the Ukrainian war to be done so they can go invade in the Baltics. So they're on a full-on imperial campaign.
Oh, fuck me. They don't open till Monday? Oh, fuck.
Maybe Mickey has somewhere near him that he can print it.
Except I have all the cards.
Ah,
I bought 300 of them.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I was going to make it 100 each.
Oh, and another thing, one more other question.
Uh-huh.
You think if Israel does take over Palestine, what do you think they'll do to the people?
nothing.
Like, do you think they, send some soldiers in to make sure there's peace and like I'm not trying to be mean. I'm genuinely curious because I don't know nothing about the Palestine and Israel
I don't
issue.
know. Hold on.
It,
You need to be specific because it's not Palestine. There's Gaza, and then there's the what's it called, West Bank area. So, are you talking about Gaza?
Yes,
Okay. Well,
but
there's gonna be a military occupation. It's either gonna be Israel or a different foreign entity that's going to be occupying and either looking over the rebuilding or deciding, hopefully, I don't know, to evacuate civilians to rebuild.
I'd rather just stick to this topic for Ukraine tonight, though. Every time I do a live on Ukraine, it somehow always ends up at Israel. I love Israel. I do Israel lives all the time. It's just that fuck, man.
you have a military background, so I just thought maybe I just want your opinion on the whole situation. I'm sorry if I offended you.
No, you didn't offend me. It's just every single time it always ends up at it. No matter what, it always ends up at the Jews or Israel.
Walter,
every
he
single
wants
time.
to focus on Ukraine and what's happening in
Yeah.
Ukraine.
But no, but what is going on in Ukraine is sad because we should have stepped in 2014, but nobody did.
Should have.
Sam, that actually might be like a better way to handle it when you're talking about Ukraine when it comes to the pro-Israelis, is basically looping it all around to
Oh,
Russia's
I
the
do.
puppet master.
No, I do on a regular basis, and I can connect those, and I do it very often. People just don't like hearing it.
Yeah.
So
I
Russia
think they're ahead of the snake, though. I honestly think that without their propping up IRGC, like, IRGC is just one of the heads of the Chimera, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think the U.S. allow them to split Ukraine up like North Korea and South Korea?
If Trump's in charge, probably.
Because I'm kind of scared of that situation, dude. I don't want to say, but I'm just kind of scared of that situation.
If Trump's in charge, probably.
Like, it does terrify me. Like, it really does.
Well,
but
Sam, that actually might not be the case because there's like Trump would probably try to side with Russia and say like, yeah, you just have it, right? But the EU, not really so much on that front because they're currently developing a rapid strike force to go into Ukraine at a moment's notice.
They've been talking about that for years. When I actually see it, I'll believe it. That's the thing, is they've been talking about that for years.
It seems like they're moving along with that. Macron, I think, has Finland on board, and they're starting to increase their manufacturing.
3 years ago, when the war started, they said that they were going to actually put boots on the ground in Ukraine.
Yeah, I know that.
And does anybody know what the peace treaty was for Ukraine?
Which one?
I can't find it.
Which one?
The peace treaty that come up recently.
Which one? There's been 3.
Oh shoot! I've got it. Like the last one, I cannot think the name of it.
The last one was so there was one where they just wanted a general ceasefire for 30 days, in which Putin demanded that everyone halt all aid to Ukraine. Ukraine's not allowed to move equipment. They're not allowed to conscript people, but Russia's allowed to do all of those things. Zelensky caved and said yes. Russia, and called Russia's bluff. Russia said no. Then there was a agreed upon ceasefire where they agreed to stop attacking each other's energy infrastructure for 30 days. Putin violated that within less than 1 hour of that meeting where they agreed upon it, which the United States was involved in that meeting. And then the next ceasefire agreement was an agreement to stop attacks in the Black Sea to allow shipping to pass through. But Putin said, and Zelensky accepted it. Putin said, I will only accept this if I have this list of 10 asinine demands met, one of which included, like, dictating the size of the military in countries like Finland. Like, he wants to be able to dictate the size of the military in every other country that borders them.
I know he wanted to go past Constantinople, but I didn't know where he actually wanted to store them ships.
Sam, Auntie wants to come up for 2 minutes.
Huh?
Auntie wants to come up for 2
Oh.
minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry if I'm taking your time, man. I just had
that's
to
all
ask you some questions.
What's up,
Hi,
Auntie?
I hope you're all very well. Good to see you. Good to see that beard coming back in. It looks really good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just wanted to point out a few things that I've noticed in Europe, and I can definitely speak from my own area. So several of the smaller regional airports that we have, which can take, we're talking the international airports. We're not just talking about little airstrips. They've had military lines painted on them, so they're still being used for civilian, but they've also had military lines painted on them in the past 2 months, which suggests that we're gearing up for conflict, and it is going to happen because they don't paint military lines on civilian airports, generally speaking, if there's not going to be some form of conflict.
I'm just tired of everyone being all talk. Again, I'll believe shit when I see it.
No. I get that, and believe you me, I'm tired. I want to go for a walk. I want to go for a walk, and I want to make sure that walk takes me all the way to Moscow, where I can put my heel, over somebody's appendages.
What do you mean over? You're supposed to put it up.
No. I was thinking neck.
Well,
Why not through?
yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking like orifices.
Yeah, I was actually trying to be. I was actually trying to be clean for a change, Golda. But there we go. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm really short, so when I'm kicking somebody, I don't think about reaching their neck.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Well, orifices work too, but I said I was trying to actually be clean for a change, which is unusual. I feel like I woke up on the wrong side of the universe today, clearly. But yeah, we're at this position now where I think a lot of Europeans. I think the fact that the financial shocks around the world. I think that this is just going to push a lot of Europeans over the necessary edge, because we all know that protests and things are happening in America, and Europeans keep on criticizing America, going, "Hey, when are you guys going to sort your shit out?" Well, Europe also has to do the fucking same. Europe needs to stop being so goddamn weak, and I'll say that. And Europe just needs to go, do you know what? Right, if the USA isn't on board, fuck it. They've got their own shit to sort out. And we just need to just bloody do it. I'm sick and tired of the hanging around.
Where is this place located? What time do they
Because,
open?
The thing is, right, you've got countries like Spain and Portugal, Greece too, Italy to a certain degree. They're too busy sat around drinking coffee, philosophizing about actions that should have already been taken. Germany kind of gets a little bit of a free pass because it's been militarily restricted, because of, it was a dick country way back
I
when.
wonder why.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just trying to keep this nice. So I kind of got to give Germany a little bit of a free pass, but even they've gone, do you know what, fuck it, we're just going to rearm. So good on Germany, about fucking time. But, the rest of us, including the UK, we have got to stop pandering to the banking system, which I believe is the major crux of why action hasn't been taken. And I can't believe I'm saying this because Trump's what Trump has done financially is absolutely ludicrous. But Trump's actions might finally might finally do some good, because it might actually push the morons who are used to drinking Bollinger and snorting Colombia's finest at both nostrils in our various banking districts in Europe to go, do you know what? If we don't do this now, we're gonna be deleted financially anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah. By the way, that was more than 2 minutes.
Sorry.
I tried, Sam. I tried. I got distracted. by
You
Goat talking about
said 2
orifices.
minutes, I promise.
Yeah, but Goat talks about orifices, and she distracted me.
That's true.
Oh God, now it's a party. Now Bob's here.
I like how you have a genius Khaled in the comments who starts out telling me I look like Howard Stern, but this is the best comment. They give up about Ukrainian because Zionists, they want money by themselves from American tax dollar.
Who says I was a crash out artist?
It's Mikatoma.
That sounds like
Oh.
Russian.
Toma's been in my chat too. He's
Make it
pretty sure
Toma.
it's a Vatnik.
Pipe down. No, he is an autistic dude in Ukraine that went there to help, and for 3 years, all he's done is harass people and not actually contribute to the war effort. Finally decided to join the National Guard or the Territorial Defense, whatever the fuck. Got kicked out of his unit in 3 days for starting fights. Tried to join another unit the same week. Got kicked out. Now all he does is go around and harass people on TikTok lives. Say he wants the war to end at all costs. Doesn't matter if they have to surrender and more Ukrainians die. And says that people who go to the front lines willing to die in the name of freedom are unhealthy and have a death wish, and that something's wrong with them. But also that combat veterans have the largest say in what should go on in Ukraine, even though 5 minutes prior he'll tell you that the people of Ukraine's opinions matter.
Captain Crossblunt says, look up Oceanic Laser LLC. They're in Katy, but they open in 4 hours.
Oceanic Laser LLC.
Are you talking about that bin
Oceanic
dude?
Laser LLC.
The only
Ben?
engraving
No.
company.
I'm pretty sure I seen
Where the hell is
guy,
Katie?
I don't know.
That Ben Johnson dude, whoever you say it?
No, not the same dude.
Oh.
Where the hell is Katy, Texas? Open in maps.
Watch us like on the other side of Texas.
Holy shit, that's a 5-hour drive.
Sam, if you leave now, you'll be there by the time they open.
Golda, I'm supposed to be picking up something very important today to come home at 9 in the morning.
I know, I was not. thinking of
So like 5 hours. Fuck that. All right. Well, Walter, thanks for coming up. I'm gonna drop you down to clear some space. Future, thank you as well. I'm gonna clear some space up. Bob, what's up?
What's up? How's it going?
I'm tired.
Sam, honest question. Can you bring the cards with you
Oh,
and
shit.
then be in DC before your meetings?
I was gonna bring the laser engraver to Mickey's house to try and work on it. By the way, Mickey was planning to be on live and then just have me walk behind him in booty shorts through the fucking
what?
screen.
Oh God. Are you gonna do it?
Oh no, Gaza, you're talking about my dead friend. Oh, how's the 50,000 people in Gaza?
I can see the baby.
Didn't Masters admit they lied about most of the unalive?
Oh yeah, about how they're mostly combat age males?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, quietly reducing the number by
Quietly-
3,000.
Hey
plus.
yo, Bamboo Labs has a laser printer? Hold on.
No, Free Gaza. This is what you support. You love it. That's why you're here.
Wait. Is this a laser printer? Optional 10 to 4. Oh. Modify Bamboo A1 Mini to laser print. Can I do that?
Ooh, what if you ordered it to arrive to Mickey's house?
I have 2 days to get.
Right.
Amazon?
I have two.
you-
I have 2 days to get 200 business cards done. Oh shit! Someone, God, I fucking didn't even see Twitch chat. I'm so sorry, Captain. How is Ukraine going to deal with the extra 160,000 Russians? The same way they dealt with the other hundreds of thousands. To the meat grinder. This is Russia's 6th wave of conscription. This is nothing new.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so
Moscow
you'll
Mule burger patties all round everybody.
wait. So you're going to DC in 2 days.
Uh-huh.
And you only have one night before your meetings.
Yeah, I'm going to be busy the entire day on the 9th, going around the Capitol.
Okay, but you were gonna print them at his house before.
I was going to get, like, the last few done because it takes 20 minutes to do one card.
Okay.
So I've been pumping them out. But the problem is because it takes 20 minutes and I've been busy the last few days, or like the last week, I've only gotten 10 of them done.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
Can you give regular business cards?
That also takes a long time to get printed.
are there any local businesses that might have the facility that are pro-Ukraine that will?
I have no idea.
You-
I have no idea. And it's Texas. Everything's fucking closed on Sundays.
Shit.
Of course it is, because you gotta go to church.
Hey, a lot of places in Texas are dry counties too.
Rocket fire.
What, you're not even allowed alcohol in your home?
What?
You're not even allowed alcohol in your home?
No, that just means that they don't sell it.
Now, imagine being sober all your life because you live in a dry county.
Imagine being so. Well, no, that just means they don't sell it on Sundays.
Okay. Hesby's still shooting rockets somehow, but okay.
Yeah, the Northern Territories in Australia has got entire areas where you're not even allowed to transit alcohol through there.
That sounds
Without-
mega dumb.
Bob, that
No,
picture
it's
looks terrifying.
because the indigenous folk genetically are predisposed to not having the facilitation to push back against alcohol and alcoholism. It ran rampant through a lot of the indigenous territory, and it's it's still a lot of tribal land up there. So
What'd you
it's-
say, Hilda?
I said that picture is scary.
Why?
I don't know. He looks angry.
He's
course it
pro.
is. He's
Is that
American
why
Bob.
he's
He's
angry?
American Bob the Builder. not-
What the fuck is that, Bob?
Full screen me.
Captain, are there listings on like Marketplace? I don't know where you look for such services. Yeah, I'm looking at everywhere right now. Bob, what in the fuck is this?
Oh my god. See, terrifying.
You look like that looks like you should be like at least 200 meters away from any school at any time.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm pro America.
But not with this face.
Hey, is this one cuter?
Let's just get rid of that. Just get rid of that.
I like that.
Let's see this one.
Oh god.
That's an angry Bob.
He's so angry.
Again, don't go near playgrounds, don't go near any schools, and when you move into an area, report to your neighbours that you might have a problem.
This is gonna be my new background for the live. You'll see.
I mean, I guess it sort of fits you. You're not all jolly.
What do you? Sometimes. Wait, can I full screen myself? Am I able to do that? Okay, it didn't work. It broke it.
God damn it, Bob. Why are you
Hold
breaking?
on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Full screen.
Captain Crossbone says it's the Wallace and Gromit edition of Bob.
Why have you made Fallout guy Bob the Builder?
Yeah, that's what I was
That
gonna
is
say. It looks
not-
like Fallout Bob.
He's pushing away the Palestinians away from the goats. The signs say free Pally, and then there's a bunch of goats on the left. Terrifying.
Guys, there's 36 people in here. Can everyone please like, tap, and share the live? Join the team. Click that orange heart next to Sam's name. Send some hearts and send
Oh
some
yeah,
praise.
that. Is there anyone who disagrees with the prompts up above?
Bob disagrees.
I disagree.
With?
I don't know who.
Were you just gonna say I don't know who Pete Hegseth is?
No, I was gonna say I don't know like where to start.
Okay.
I'm against spending all our dollars to buy yachts and Lamborghinis.
It was Bugattis. Get it right.
I'm against what are they building? A water park? I'm against water parks or
It's
whatever
a
they're
ski resort. Come on.
I'm against the ski resorts.
You don't like skiing?
Aren't we building a ski resort in Israel too?
I'm against that too.
Okay.
I'm against that too.
But how else are people meant to ski down all of the Russian bones?
Oy, oy, oy. See, I look at the ski resort as a coming together family environment.
Wait, actually, Sam, I saw something recently that Russia is trying to find a way to incorporate landmines into their vest. Is that a true thing? Like they were doing? Have you seen that?
Into their vest.
It just looked like a way to carry it, not like actually incorporating it into the vest.
Yeah, but it looked goofy.
That's not unheard of for Russia to do. They've had stuff like that in the past.
Yes, Golda. They're trying to find a way because landmines have been so successful, according to so they're trying to find a way to incorporate so they can carry like 4 of them at once or 2 of them.
It's just carrying a landmine on your front and on your back. Why is Ellie being recommended on my Facebook friends list?
That doesn't
I heard
sound-
that it's so that if that they'll have shielding around the mine, and so when they get pew down by Ukrainians, they automatically lay a mine with their unalived body.
Well, wouldn't shooting the mine explode it?
I feel like walking around with landmines attached to your body is not safe.
Yeah, but the thing is, you do realize that the Russians now in bed with the Taliban, so they're probably taking military tips from them.
Yeah, but Auntie, if you like pew somebody with like 4 landmines strapped to them, what do you think happens?
Technically nothing unless you hit the detonator.
Really? Nothing would happen?
You could shoot a landmine as long as you don't have the detonator, depending on what the material is. Yeah.
It's not just gonna go boom?
Nope. It's
Depends on what the material is.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm a civilian. I don't know shit.
like
Bob.
if you took a C4 and you took a little ball of it and you put it on an anvil and you hit it with a hammer, nothing would happen. You just flatten out some C4.
Oh, by the way, I just found out your real name. I know you're gonna be outing your name soon, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
What's your real name? Billy or something?
Sure. Yeah, that's it. No, Bob, I've told you this. My name's not, in fact, Sam.
I don't think you've told me
Sam
this.
41 has been my call sign since before I joined the Marine Corps.
And you didn't tell me your real name? That's so anti-Bob.
Did you say anti-bald?
anti-Bob.
You aren't anti-Hammer, you're anti-Bob. I might go
Next.
see him in a couple weeks.
Oh, nice. Next day flyers, fast printing done right. Someone in Twitch chat just suggested this. Let's see how expensive this is. Sport UV business card, gold, copper, silver options, smooth laminate. They just have engraved metal.
Does your name fit you? Because like Sam fits you, but like does Sam is your name actually?
I don't know. Ask Golda.
I'm thinking about it. I no.
Doesn't match his personality.
Oh,
I feel
my
like the
God.
last name does, the first name doesn't.
You seem like a Craig.
I think I just known you as Sam.
Hang
for
on,
too
hang
long.
on, hang on, guys.
Yeah, Sam fits you.
What do you want, Mikatoma? What do you want?
I think I have something you'll like to hear.
Are you leaving Ukraine?
I might be. I'm trying not to.
Why'd you run away when Ken showed up at your hostel?
Is that his name, Ken? That I wasn't staying. I was nowhere near there.
Hmm.
Also, what?
Continue. What is it?
That you want to hear? Well, as I've said before, I think Ukraine is in the strongest political position that they've ever been in, being that we want a ceasefire across the line. We agree to an unconditional ceasefire, and yet Russia doesn't. So it's very clear who wants peace and who wants war. So my question to Trump and I guess the West as well is, it's very clear that Russia wants war. So and it's never been more clear who wants war and who doesn't want war. So I think that if that's what they really want, and it seems that's what they really want, I say we give it to them. I say if they want the if they want the F-22s flying against them, if they want the F-35s, it seems like they really do. I say that's what we do. I say if they want 1,000 Abrams tanks and Challenger tanks against them, it seems like that's what they really want. Seems like they really want war. I say we do. If we could expedite the F-47s, it seems like they want. So I think we should if they want war, I say we give it to them. I don't know why everyone's so hesitant.
Dude, I don't understand you at all. First, you go to Ukraine. You're fucking useless for 3 years. You join the military. And you finally get there. You go again, being a child. You get kicked out, and then you try to act all tough, and you tell everyone you're a recruiter. You're not a recruiter. You're a sham.
Lies.
You literally said it in my chat. You said it in my chat. I have it on stream. You can literally go back and watch the recording of the stream where you said that you were a recruiter in my chat. You lied. You have done nothing for Ukraine. You are an embarrassment to the volunteer community. You actively said that Ukraine should surrender at all costs, regardless of how many lives it costs, because you are a selfish coward. And now you want to come like you've come to the side of reason, like the things that we were all telling you, that Russia doesn't want peace to begin with. Now you've had some great epiphany where you realized that to be the truth, even though we tried to tell you before. What is your deal? Why don't you just leave Ukraine, or better yet, go find the nearest toaster and hop in your bathtub with it? Like, you genuinely serve no purpose in Ukraine. You have been told to leave by multiple people. You have been threatened to leave by multiple people. Like, I don't get why you're still there. You are useless. You are not even a fucking seat warmer. You are a waste of space in Ukraine.
Your mom's a waste of space.
Did you just go with the trope of attacking Sam's family members?
Oh no, he did the same thing. He told Sandberg that his mom he's insulted his mom, and then Naomi came up here and it was great. She just started running after him.
So he's doing jack shit.
So instead running out, Auntie, you just
Mikatoma, when you go after people's family members, it just shows a skill issue or the lack thereof.
No, it's not even. It's not even that he goes after family members. Literally, his only comeback is your mom. That's his only comeback.
Did you have mummy problems? Did you go to a child psychologist and need some sort of help, and you're now appropriating that onto other people? Because, like, seriously, dude, like, seriously, dude, at the moment you're just acting as a drain on waste resources.
Mikatoma, do yourself a favor and just drop yourself from the panel.
No,
this
like,
is just
dude, just
embarrassing.
leave.
I'll drop your mom from the panel.
No, Mikatoma. I'm telling you, like, this is a genuine warning. I have tried to warn you for your own safety. Leave Ukraine before you leave, not by your own choice. That's like an actual warning.
Okay.
This isn't a your mom joke. This is like, I'm dead serious. You should leave while you have the chance.
Is that a threat?
Not for me. Definitely not for me, which is why I'm giving you the warning. I'm giving you the warning because it's not going to end well for you if you don't leave on your own accord.
But so who's this coming from?
Definitely not me.
Okay, so I've heard this from other people as
Mhm.
well.
So then take the
They see-
fucking warning, you idiot.
If you're
Hold
told
on,
to leave
hold on.
somebody's
Why? See,
country,
you're interrupting me. You're interrupting me. You're
If
just
Yeah, I
proving
know.
my
I
point.
interrupted you
Yeah.
last time and you freaked out
I'm
about
trying
it.
to help you for your own
Yeah.
safety because there are people that genuinely want to go to extreme means to get you to leave, and you should probably leave on your own accord before they do that.
No, see, the
Yeah.
thing is that the thing is that they said they were gonna find me by whatever last Friday.
no,
That was
it's not
too.
going to be fining Mikatoma.
Okay,
It's-
Mikatoma, I
okay,
know for a fact that
just
multiple
crash
people
out.
have found you. I know that for a
No,
fact.
They
Mikatoma,
okay.
you
So
have
why am
two
I still
choices at
alive?
this point.
Why am I still
Mikatoma,
alive?
you have
Because
Why am
they've
I still
tried to
alive?
play nice with you and get you to leave on your own accords.
The
No, why
only
am I
reason-
still
The only
alive?
reason you haven't been pushed
Okay,
out-
Auntie.
No,
all
no
you do
one.
is
I'm
lie.
not. No, I'm not saying that someone's going to unalive you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's going to be unpleasant for you, and I'm trying
Okay.
to save you from that.
The
That's
only
listen,
reason why
listen,
you- the only
Auntie.
reason
Just
you
she
haven't
just
been
can
cut
you
out-
mute
Oh
her?
my
All
goodness,
she does
let
is
me
crash
talk.
out.
No.
The only reason, I never crash out. I just get bored and switch off. That's the difference.
No, you
Um,
crash out all the time.
So the difference being is that Sam's actually trying to be really nice and just give you a warning about what could happen. Now the question has to be, how do you want to leave Ukraine? Like, do you want to leave it? Do you want to get on a plane? Do you want to get yourself on a train? Maybe go
Like,
to one of the
I have
different
people who will
countries
legitimately
and fly
drive
off?
you to the border to get you the fuck out of Ukraine, or they
They
will
will throw
force
you
you
out
to
the
go to the
country.
border.
Okay, can I just let me know when I can talk uninterrupted?
You're not going to be able to.
How about you just leave? Agree
about
to
your
take
mom just
agree to take the ride and leave.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you every time you speak, just because I get a kick out of
Yeah,
it now.
because
For no
this is
other
an echo
reason,
chamber.
for no other reason than now I get a kick out of it.
No, it's for no other reason that this is
Yeah,
an
no,
echo
because I
chamber.
know it pisses you off. So
Yeah, because it's an echo chamber.
yeah, we're waiting for opposition, not some fucking coward.
Yeah,
Your mom's a
basic-
coward.
But basically, Mikatoma, right now, every day you hang around Ukraine, you're acting as a drain on Ukrainian resources.
Oh yeah. Is
No,
that why
Captain,
I
he's
spent
not.
$12,000 in Ukraine? Is that why?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
a
wait. You
real
mean hang on?
drain
You mean the $12,000 where you
drain on
posted? Hang on.
resources.
The
A real
the
drain on resources.
yeah, the money you spent on Ukraine while complaining about how the massage parlors weren't good enough for you? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Your mom's
Basic-
massage parlors weren't good enough for me.
Oh my god, stop your mum jokes, you pathetic little child.
It's
Your
really
mom's a pathetic
sad.
little
It's
child.
really, really, really pathetic that
Your
that you
mom's
put
really,
faults
really,
about-
really pathetic,
My
Auntie.
mother's unalived and she was. and
Did
she
your
was
mom
pissed.
like sit on your head for like the first 10 years of your life?
Your
my-
mom sat on my head, though. I'll tell you that much, Golda.
Is
No,
that
she
all you
really
got, your mum
didn't. She
did?
actually likes
She
a real
really
man,
did.
not a fucking pussy coward.
Your mom's a pussy coward.
Mikatoma,
Cassie,
Mikatoma,
he did nothing.
Mikatoma, here's the thing. You are a drain on resources.
instead come to my live because I've got your favorite person on my live.
You're a drain on resources. You are absolutely a
How
drain
am I
on
a-
resources. And I'll explain now. Because you've got
Okay, I'll
Ukrainian-
just
you've
tell him to
got-
go wait in the chat for 5 minutes.
You've got Ukrainians.
Okay,
who are-
Mikatoma, you're being put in timeout in the chat. Come request back up in 5
No.
minutes.
Bye.
you
Your
can
mom
you
can
can
wait in
come
the chat
you
for
can come
5
back
minutes.
you can come back up in 5 minutes. Oh, Dylan, what's up?
Hey, you
I can't hear what you said. You like really muffled.
I said you stand with Israel.
We're not talking about
We're
Israel.
not talking
Why
about
don't you see
Israel
the
right now.
flag?
Oh yeah.
Look at
Well,
the
I guess-
background.
Can't you see the flag on the back of the screen?
Okay, guys,
I don't
guys, we all said it. We all said it already. We all said it. Yeah.
Okay,
this-
well,
yeah.
I don't fully support Ukraine. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Hold on. Whose cat is that?
That was mine. My bad, man.
Pet the cat, please.
Nah, she's in heat. That's why.
I know that feeling. my cat just stopped screaming 3 days ago.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the timer to go out.
So why is it you do not support Ukraine? Let's just start there.
Well, I know Ukraine has been very corrupt in the past, and I realized that
Mm-hmm.
that Ukraine was wanting to sign with NATO, and if we put like an opposite opposite existence, like let's say China wanted to put weapons in Mexico, obviously America would attack. So like it just makes sense that
So let's go over
Russia
those 2
particularly.
points. You've gone over 2 points so far. You said corruption and NATO into Ukraine. So Ukraine in 2014 absolutely was the number one most corrupt country in the world. That would be an absolute lie to deny that. What does that have to do with justifying Russia invading them? Like, we have corruption here too. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but so we shouldn't be sending our money to another corrupt nation.
except it's all audited and they're no longer even in the top 30 of the most corrupt countries in the world. Like, they've made leaps and bounds and improvements. They're not even in the top 30 anymore. They're just
Listen.
they're just a desperate country trying to protect themselves.
Sam, do you have that website that shows all of the money that the U.S. sends to different countries?
USAID, the one that Elon fucked up? Or are you talking
No,
about
so
UkraineOversight.gov?
Not Ukraine.
Oh,
like all the
like-
countries in the world that they like are giving money to, and like
U.S. foreign aid spending
Yeah, no.
tracker, foreignassistance.gov. Okay, cool. Somebody name me a country.
The United States.
no, Auntie, it's who the U.S. is giving money to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sadly, we give Israel the most money.
Zimbabwe.
That's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah, Israel is the
No, that's
number
not
one country
true.
we
We're
give the
not
most
talking
aid
about
to.
Israel.
My man, we literally gave South Africa $9 billion and said, please use this for healthcare. Have a nice day. And didn't audit it at all. What are you talking about?
Dylan, the whole point of showing you this website is to show you
Uh,
how much
na-
money the U.S.
Israel
gives to
gets
other
funded
countries.
Hang-
around
Yeah, we're
$1
not
billion
talking
Dylan,
about
we're
Israel
not
every
talking.
year.
Dylan, we're not talking about
Every year.
Israel. Dylan, we're not talking about Israel. This
I
has
know, but I was
nothing to do
bringing
with
up that
Israel.
point.
But you're also wrong on that. We make money off of Israel. We
No,
actively.
we don't. They take our money.
Again, Dylan, we're not talking about Israel because I know that
You're just
you wanna
wrong.
try and pivot to
Okay,
Israel.
so
We're not
name
talking
me
about
name me
Israel.
a country you guys think is corrupt.
Israel.
Oh my god.
We're not talking about Israel. I don't
Well,
care
he said
how
name the
many
country
times-
that's
no,
corrupt.
no, no,
That's
I
the
really
name
He's
of it.
don't
showing
give
you
one
a
fuck.
website that is showing how much money the U.S. gives to other countries. So, for the love of God, can you not talk about Israel on the Ukraine
Mikatoma, I told you to
line?
come back in 5 minutes. Yeah, Dylan, name me a country you think is corrupt without focusing on Israel. And of course, I'm sure this will end up at the Jews eventually.
Like,
So can you
any
name me a
other
country that you think is corrupt?
Well, I can give you multiple. I'll give you one. Canada.
How is Canada corrupt?
Get out.
When they froze their own.
Get out.
Yeah, this is just useless. No, it hasn't been 5 minutes, moron.
Oh
Here.
God, this website's strobing at me. Why is it doing
Hey,
that?
Mikatoma, what if I just mute you for 5 minutes?
No,
you'll
because
know when 5
then
minutes-
it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. The 5 minutes already started.
No, but then he
It,
knows when 5
Mikatoma,
minutes
it's
is.
literally been 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. Just hold on.
All right, I'm gonna mute him for 1 minute. How about that?
What up, Cyber? Oh, so you join the live and immediately go on pause?
Yeah, I had music playing, and anytime I join a bot, the music blasts in my ears. So I gotta pause it. I just came up here to say you lost the game.
Get out.
What did he say?
You lost the game.
What game?
God fucking damn it. What in the hell did I just scroll into? I cannot process that. What? I'm confused. I want you to know you suck.
I deserve that one.
You did. Where the hell am I supposed to find 3D printing near me or laser engraving near me? Son of a bitch.
Oh, 16 Legion was talking about the Dylan kid.
Oh, the Dylan kid? Dude, I don't even fucking know.
You should have asked him.
Oh, Mr. Marine dude, I need one of your patches, motherfucker.
Of
Add it to the patch wall.
what patches?
Any unit or combat patches that you had on.
Dude, we don't do that.
Oh yeah, no, you're Marine.
We don't do
You
that.
guys-
Like
you guys
my
are,
my patches, my patches from all the units, I had to buy them because they're like the sewn-on patches that you just put on your other shit.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
did you hear we got enough money for the truck?
Oh,
For all the
nice,
hundred nothing? Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I almost forgot you guys aren't. The U.S. military doesn't trust you guys with complicated tasks like Velcro.
Yeah, they did a great job last night.
Except for our pockets that are Velcro.
Oh, by the
Have
way,
you seen-
are you friends with XX Reaper Ghost 24?
He follows me. I messaged you back. He follows me. I have no idea who the fuck he is. You got to realize
Yeah.
I have no idea who fucking most of these people are.
Yeah. So anyway, we spent weeks and weeks gathering information about him. He's complete fake. He's been using the war profiteer. He's been using the Ukraine situation to basically emotionally extort money out of people. He also lied about having a daughter who unalived from brain cancer at the age of 4.
That makes sense.
That's horrible.
Hang on. I got a
They're
message
figuring
from
out
Mickey.
scammers.
Yeah, people like you never know the depths people will go through until you go on TikTok. Jesus
Like
Christ.
this is like part of the reason I have a problem with certain people hanging around countries for long periods of time being useless because like they just drain resources, and they also in my eyes are a potential point for scamming a war situation, and nothing sicker in my mind than when you use war to scam people.
Okay. What if I just Amazon laser paper? God, that's expensive.
I'm telling you, Sam, buy it, use it, return it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough money to buy it. Golda, I just had to spend like $15,000 in medical bills.
How much is it?
$150. I can overnight it. I might overnight it to if I can afford it somehow. I'll overnight it to Mickey's and then have Mickey start printing them.
But what I'm saying is, Amazon can take the hit. You can tell them something's wrong with it and just return it.
If you do that too many times, they ban your account.
Yeah, you don't do it too many times. Do it once.
9 times out of 10, they won't even require you to send it back, depending on the defects.
I'm just getting yeah, so we're flushing out a load of scammers at the moment, which is great. Also, when I can't go into too many details, but I just hope he enjoys 15 years in jail.
Who?
The guy I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Time's up. Scared? What? Dude, Mikatoma, calm down.
Dude,
Is
your
there a
mom is
trophy
there.
shop near me? Ooh, that's a good idea. Trophy shop.
Oh yeah, they do engraving.
Trophy store near me.
He's like a super pro Russia.
No, he's okay. Here's the background on. Hang on. So Mikatoma is a dude that showed up to Ukraine at the beginning of the war, did absolutely fuck all except spend money in the economy and bitch about massage parlors not being good enough for him. Then decided to finally join the military, got kicked out after 3 days. Then got kicked out of another unit he joined the same week. Then he started telling everyone online that he's a civilian recruiter, which he's not. He won't tell anyone the actual reason he got kicked out. He says it was just because the other guy started to fight with him for no reason. Can't tell anyone though. He says that the Ukraine or the people whose voice matter in Ukraine most is the people of Ukraine, which is true. But then he says that Ukraine should surrender at all costs, regardless of how many lives it costs, even though he knows that Russia will not stop attacking Ukrainians, like they never have stopped attacking Ukrainians. Then he said that actually combat veterans voices matter most. Then he said, actually, if you're willing to go to the front line and lay down your life in the name of freedom, that there's something wrong with you. and that you probably shouldn't be speaking. And then he has now apparently changed his mind, but he's gone around pissing everyone off and like has been told to leave Ukraine multiple times. And his only response to literally anything you tell him is, "Well, your mom." That is
He's in the bag.
Cyber guy, your mom's with stupid, buddy.
My guy. You have the access to the.
How do you
World
feel
Wide
about the
Web.
Football Club World Cup coming to the USA this year? Ew.
3 days in the Legion. Yeah, I did do 3 days in the Legion, Gringo, in March 1st, 2022.
Your mom did 3 days in the Legion.
No, your mom, Golda.
No, your mom.
Hi,
No,
history.
your
It's
mother.
just someone special. History. Did you hear the?
Your mom's someone special, son.
Oh my God, Cyber. Do you have the ability to look at YouTube right now
Yes.
on a different device?
No. That would be in a couple of hours.
Okay.
Relevant.
I want you to go to my live stream right now on YouTube and just rewind a couple seconds so where you can see before you pause, because the I'm with stupid arrow is pointing up at me on the live stream.
Oh, that's great.
That would make more sense.
Why didn't he go hang out with Dylan Burns? Ooh.
One second, Sam. So, dude above me, you have access to the World Wide Web. I need you to do me a big favor. Google how to do better roasts to other people.
I'll do your mom a big favor, buddy.
No, you won't, because you
Man.
won't leave Ukraine.
Wait, hold on, Golda.
Yeah, she can come to me.
My mom already has.
He won't
one
come
big-
to you. It's a war
my
zone, you
brother.
idiot.
She doesn't need another.
Your mom's an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Ay, your mother.
Sam, can we kick him for just being annoying?
No, we're waiting. We're waiting on someone to come bully him.
Oh, well then let's drop him until that person.
Hello, history.
No, it's been 5 minutes. That was the rule.
If there's background noise,
Not
just
a
drop it.
rule.
Wait, hang on, guys, hang on. Let history talk real quick. History, what's up?
Yeah, if there's background noise, just drop me.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm out in the world.
What you're seeing people, you're touching grass. Good for you. What did you have to say?
Nothing. You invited me.
Oh, I thought you would want to say something.
Deb,
I
can we...
don't, who even talking about?
The dude, did you hear the spiel I gave about the background of like the dude who's useless in Ukraine?
Oh yeah.
Your mom's
Yeah,
useless.
that's the dude below you.
Your
The
mom's a
only
dude
thing that he
below.
can say is your mom to everything that anybody says.
I
to
reckon
him.
Mikitoma's the sort of dude who still has his class ring on, even though he's like 40 years
I
later.
think he has a class.
Even has
ring.
what on?
Has his class ring on.
Auntie, this is not somebody who graduated high school.
I don't know what you're saying.
See what I mean?
See? Thank you for proving Golda's point.
Oh, class
Sam,
ring. Oh,
Sam,
class
can we drop
ring. I
him
get
till
it.
your
Yeah,
friend
class
gets it?
ring. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Your mom has her class ring on, Auntie.
It just
My
makes-
mother's unalived, and we turned her into ashes over 10 years ago, and she's floating around the ocean somewhere. So give me another one.
Oh,
Child.
poor
Come
poor
on,
baby.
come on! If you're gonna go after people, then you really seriously need to learn some new burns instead of your mum's stuff, because it's kind of asinine, pathetic, and just shows a lack of maturity.
Your mom shows a lack of
We
maturity.
don't have to think. We need to do what your mom.
Again, my mother's unalived, and even if she's unalived and in ashes and floats around the world's oceans right now, she could take you down easily.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
your mom could take you down easily.
Can I ask you a
Sam,
question?
you have somebody in the requests.
Can I ask you a question? Is the reason why you bring up other people's moms is because your mom is so disappointed in you, she doesn't want to mention you?
Your mom doesn't want to mention you, cyber guy.
Hey, let's see. Hang on.
What a tragic waste of life.
Your mom's a tragic waste of life.
Hey,
There you go.
Mikitoma, how would you feel if I called your dad?
Do it on the
Listen,
line.
if you wanna
Do it on the line.
stoop to the lowest of low, be my guest.
Because I have your dad's phone number because you did this brilliant thing where in order to prove that you were actually a service member in Ukraine, for all of 3 days, you sent someone your unredacted enlistment documents.
So there's phone numbers on there. Yeah, I didn't think of
Why
a
would you do
fellow-
that?
Hold on,
Why
hold
would
on.
you?
I didn't
No,
think
no,
of-
no, no. It doesn't matter who the fuck it was. Why would you send anyone your unredacted documents?
Why would a fellow
Cyber,
soldier
put that I'm a
dox
stupid back up.
someone?
You're not a soldier.
Answer me
my
that.
My man,
Okay.
you didn't even go. You didn't even do training. You were there for 3 days.
Your mom was there for 3 days.
And he's gonna call your dad now.
And you want to know what? Even if
Your
his
mom could
was
call
there
his
for 3
dad.
days, that's probably a lot more work than you put in.
Sam,
Huh?
Your
I would
mom
just-
put in
I
a
would
lot
just-
more work
I
than
would
you
just,
than I did.
I would
Oh,
just
dude,
message
he's
his
gonna call
father
your
and just-
daddy.
Gonna call your mommy, Golda.
No, you're not gonna say that.
He's gonna
Your
call the
mom's gonna
what?
call his dad, your dad?
Oh, wait,
What'd you
hold
say,
on. I got an insult right back at him. I'm Robert. You're
Okay, as entertaining as this is, I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Yeah, history. I
Aye.
don't know why Sam is leaving the idiot up. Can we
See
like
you.
drop him?
Uh,
till-
see you,
Your
history.
mom's
Look
an
after yourself.
idiot.
See you.
Sam, can we drop him till your friend gets here?
Hang on, I want to see something real quick. Let's see if this is an iPhone number.
Oh, you calling him right now? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Not in Australia.
Oh, that's true.
My man, do it. Do it on the live. I just want to hear the utter disappointment in his dad's voice.
I want to hear the utter disappointment in your mom's voice, buddy.
Oh, it's not. It's not an iPhone number.
No, he just switched from an iPhone.
Yeah, but you should still be able to call it using normal call facility. Just use a speakerphone.
Yeah, that would be a long distance call for me.
I think it would be
Sam,
worth
it's
it.
not expensive.
Wait, how much would it be?
I don't know. I don't want to risk that. Hang on. Let's see if your sister's number is an iPhone number.
Just pass it back. No, just pass it
Sam.
over to.
Oh, it is. Oh, the iPhone. The iPhone number is indeed. Naomi, you
Yeah,
can.
my sister has a.
Naomi,
iPhone.
Naomi, come up on the panel, please.
Naomi's gonna
come up
call
on the
your
panel.
Oh
dad.
my God!
Naomi, come up on the
Shit.
panel.
Naomi.
Naomi, please come up on the panel. Betrayal, come up on the panel.
Oh, he's really quiet now.
No, I'm not
Oh.
quiet. Go ahead if you
No,
want
go on.
to do the lowest of low. Go
I know,
ahead.
can somebody
No.
please, can
It
somebody
says more
please
about you
invite
than it does
Betrayal
about
by
me.
design?
Not
Please
really.
invite Betrayal by design up to the panel.
See, like, I have just one question for, like, his family. Like, how many times did they drop you?
How many times have your mom dropped you, buddy?
No,
Dude, you have access to the World Wide Web. Get better roast than
You're-
3rd grade level.
Your mom has access to the World Wide Web, buddy.
Hey, Naomi, check
No,
your.
that's a
Naomi,
fact.
Naomi, check your signal.
That wasn't even
Hi,
a roast.
Naomi.
That was a astute observation.
Naomi, check your signal and tell me if. Hang on.
Hey, Mikatoma, I've spoken to you about this before, and I decided that I wasn't going to do this about a week and a half ago because I genuinely thought you would make the right decision and choose to go home. When I say I'm genuinely concerned for you, I mean I actually am genuinely concerned for you because I
And
know
I'm-
what it's. No, be quiet. I don't want your mum jokes. I'm really sick of your
I'm
mum
gen-
jokes. Okay. Now I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm not going to message your dad or your sister here in Australia for the next week. But if I don't hear from you within the next week that you have made the decision to leave Ukraine, I might message them because I'm
Go ahead.
genuinely concerned for
I'm
your,
gonna message
I'm
your
genuinely
mother.
concerned for your safety. You
I'm
can't message my
concerned for
mum.
your mom's mother.
Naomi,
Yeah,
I think you're being too.
Yeah.
I would.
Naomi,
No,
you're being
Golda,
too nice.
Golda.
I-
No,
I-
Auntie. No, guys. No.
Your mom's being too
I'm
nice.
I
saying
do
you
not.
do it
I do
now.
Guys,
not
guys, one at a
condone-
time.
I have had many discussions with Mikatoma. Okay, I know the state, and I know a lot more information than what you guys know about this. So I'm giving him an
Oh, I know.
opportunity to make the right decision before I do make like reach
That's
out.
that's why I wanted to see if you would, because if not, I probably will.
Yes, Sam, you know I will, because I am genuinely concerned for people. I don't like people being bullied. I don't like people, but we are genuinely concerned for you, Mikatoma, because Sam's been there. I'm very familiar with what it's like in Ukraine and what the soldiers are like in Ukraine. Okay, and I know the whole background here.
Okay, so I came to Ukraine. I told my parents I was coming to Ukraine. We had to talk about this before I came here. Do you guys think that that they aren't aware that when you come to Ukraine that there's a good chance or there's a significant chance that you don't come back? Like, what are you
That's
talking
not what we were
about?
talking about.
That's
But
not what I'm
what's
talking
You're
about.
not a
I'm talking about
soldier.
your behavior. I'm talking about your behavior
Okay,
in
but you're
Ukraine
saying
and the
you're
fact that you
concerned
are
about
putting yourself.
hold on, you're
You
saying
are
you're
putting yourself in a dangerous situation, and I
yeah.
guarantee you, as a mother of a soldier, that I would want to know if my son was putting himself in a dangerous situation that wasn't combat related.
What's like?
Your
What do
behavior
you
we're
mean? Like,
talking
it's
about.
what's the like? Listen, you think they're gonna believe you over me? And I don't, I don't really care if they do, but I'm saying, like, they know me. This it's just he said, she said. Like, what are you talking about? And also, like, yes, this is a
Mikatoma, I literally
dangerous
have you
place.
on my
Hold
live
on,
stream saying these things out loud.
you're okay. Well, I don't know what you're referring to,
It's
but
called a
I mean,
recording.
this is a dangerous place. Yeah, like, I don't know, like,
But you're not a soldier.
okay, good. It doesn't
Your
matter.
behavior
Like,
is
this
putting
is
you in danger.
like she's trying to appeal to
Timer.
my parents' concern
Is
about me, but
So
no,
like,
you're
it is
telling
your
us that you're
behavior
that's
that is
kind
putting
of
you
hold
in
on. So
Sam.
you're
danger.
telling us
Sam,
that
you're
your
not
parents.
controlling your life.
Wait,
Sam, get
Mikatoma, are
control
you
of your
telling
life.
us that your parents are not concerned for you?
They're listen, but they're as concerned
So
as
you're
any
telling
parents
us
can
that they
be.
don't give a
Hold on, so
shit
you're
that their
interrupting me.
soldier, that their
Sam, get
son who's not
control
a
of your
soldier
life.
is in Ukraine.
Get control of your life.
Okay.
You're a fucking idiot. I swear to God.
Your
Holy
mom's a fucking
shit.
idiot.
No, your mom is for letting you go to
No,
Ukraine.
your mom.
So I want to point out something very important here. Did you notice the change in his voice and the tone of his
Oh
voice?
yeah, he's
He is
terrified.
concerned about the prospect of his parents being contacted. Mikatoma, I've got training in this, so you may as well just shut up. Okay? I know the
shut your
difference
mom up.
between how you're responding now and how you were responding beforehand. So I'm going to give you a week. Within the week, you haven't made the decision for your own safety to leave Ukraine. I will reach out to your
Call them
parents
right
and I
now.
will have a discussion with them about what you're doing in Ukraine, because
Call
it's not
them right
combat
now.
that's
Call them
endangering
right now.
you.
No,
Right
it
now.
just
Do
seems
it
to
right
me
now.
like you're
Not
hanging around
combat, no.
brothels and
Do it
No.
right now.
Mikatoma,
I'm
I'm not
telling
calling
you
them
right
right
now,
war
I'm not
situation.
going to leave. I'm telling, or at least
how
not
much
by my own
how much
accord.
money are you paying desperate Ukrainian women to
Your mom
have
pays
snacks?
desperate Ukrainian women.
Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is absolutely sickening. It is
Your mom's absolutely sickening.
absolutely disgusting. Keep on. Can someone hold mute on this fucking dick?
Yeah, that's all you got is mute.
So ultimately, when people go to war zones and you take advantage of the crushing economic issues, and you start sleeping with women for very
Keep
little
crashing
money,
out, Auntie.
then what you're doing is absolutely fucking disgusting. You're a disgusting human being. You're taking advantage of a war situation to have a fucking jolly. You're nothing more than a long-term fucking tourist to that country. You're a drain on their resources. You're a threat to the people around it, and you shouldn't be in Ukraine. Full fucking stop. The fact that you were moaning about the massage parlors, which is code for brothels, and the quality of them during a fucking war zone. Like, I'm all for the fact that if a woman or a man even wants to go into that industry and it's safe and it's protected and everything's hunky dory in that sense. Because people should be free to make those decisions, but the fact that you go to a war situation, and then you have the gall to moan about the quality of the massage parlors, taking advantage of women who are desperate under the situation while their husbands and their brothers are fighting a war. It is absolutely fucking grotesque, and I hope you get the day you deserve. You absolute disgusting human being. You're a sick little fuckwit, and I'm sick and tired of dealing with people like you. I don't give a flying fuck. And Sam, if you wish to pass me the number, I'll fucking ring it if Naomi doesn't
Wait,
want to do it.
is your friend coming?
I don't think so right now. He said he was getting in the shower.
Can we drop the fucking idiot,
You're
please?
taking advantage
I just have one
of
question.
women. You're taking advantage of women in a war situation. To me, that makes you no better than a rapist. It's fucking disgusting. And I'm going to fucking say it. If nobody else will, I'm saying it. You are taking advantage of young women and in a war situation.
Oh!
What?
Naomi just sent me a message.
It is absolutely grotesque.
Your mom's
It is
absolutely
absolutely
Oh my
disgusting.
God.
Keep him muted. Keep him muted.
Can I ask him
Yeah,
a genuine question?
I want to know, Mikatoma, what makes you think it is okay to fly into a war-torn country and take advantage of the women of that country in the way that you're doing it, knowing how desperate situations are out there? How can you stand on any moral or ethical high ground for doing it? It is war tourism, and it is fuck me bro ideology. And I'm sorry, I won't stand for it. I'm calling you out, bro. Explain to me why you think it is perfectly fine to do that. Come on, Mikatoma, and I swear to God, if you make one more fucking mum joke, I'm gonna ask Sam to just drop
Wait,
your
hey,
ass.
hey on. Hey, more important question. Mikatoma, what oblast are you in right now? If you're not scared, what oblast are you in?
Well, you keep. I'm in your mom's oblast.
No,
I
I'm being
said.
serious. If you're not scared, what oblast are you in right now?
But it's not about that, Sam. It's not about.
I don't
that.
care what it's about. I don't care what it's about. If you're not scared right now, tell me what oblast you're in.
I mean, I don't. It's the thing is, Sam. What you don't understand is it's if you really want to come find me, that's you. That's your safety. Okay, that's your
My safety.
Okay, so
My safety.
He's not going anywhere.
yeah, no, it is because there like do you think I'm not prepared for stuff like this? Like
I think Sam's physically coming after you.
Wait, hold on.
no,
You
but
have
I'm just
all-
saying
all
like
3
Sam's
days.
not coming after you, Mikatoma.
he's sending other people to come after me, or is that
No,
he's
no,
sending
Mikatoma. What happened is other people are doing that, and I warned you. Hey, if you don't want it to end bad, you should probably leave or listen to them.
Yeah, Sam
Okay,
is not
Sam, well, I'm just
sending
saying-
people.
I'm just
He's
saying
giving
I
you a
am
warning
prepared.
that other people are coming for you
I
regardless.
did see that,
that's
Captain.
fine. That's fine, but
Fucking
I'm saying,
idiots.
does Sam want to be a part of that? Because, like I said,
Sam is
I'm
warning
welcoming.
you. He's
Okay,
actually
but
not
I'm-
a part of it because he's warning you to get the fuck
He
out.
is.
You're a fucking
What do you mean
idiot.
he's not a part? Your mom's an idiot.
No,
he is a part of
sweetheart,
it.
the person
Oh
who's
my
staying
God.
in
Your
Ukraine and
mom's my
who's using
sweetheart.
women is a fucking idiot. All
Your
you're there
mom's
for
using
is
women.
women.
Yeah,
All
From what
your
I've
mom's
heard,
there
You
for is
only
women.
came to Ukraine because you can't find any pussy at home.
Your mom
You're
can't
just-
find
yeah.
any
So
pussy.
you're
at home.
taking
Auntie, keep
advantage of
crashing out.
women
Keep
who are
crashing out. Your mom's
desperate.
taking advantage of women.
Literally, you're taking advantage of women who are desperate because you can't find a single woman to touch you at home. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. That is the only reason that you're even still in that country.
Can
Nobody
you-
wants you.
can you
Nobody
let-
needs you.
Sam, can you let Hannah up, please?
Yeah, I know her. She's not. I cannot join. What?
Can I ask an actual question real quick, of King? Like,
There's no request
all
button. What?
all this bullshit.
Yeah, there's
you're
no
doing,
request
like,
button.
Oh, there we go. All right, Mika,
Oh my
tell me
God.
you're gonna be quiet real quick so I can fill in Hannah. So Hannah, to give you the background, so Mikatoma here went to Ukraine at the beginning of the war, did absolutely nothing for 3 years. He then decided to join the Legion, and he joined the Legion and got kicked out after 3 days for causing problems. Then he got kicked out. He joined the Legion, got kicked out for causing problems. Then he started going around telling people that he was a recruiter, a civilian recruiter for the Legion. You literally said this in my live stream. Don't tell me I'm lying. And then he posts videos complaining about the hostels the massage parlors in Ukraine, as he calls them. He goes around starting shit with all the actual soldiers in Ukraine and the other volunteers, causing drama with them. He is representing himself as a representative of the Legion. He's just also he's done a live stream where he showed a bunch of Ukrainian soldiers in the background in his hostel where it revealed their location.
Wrong.
I forgot. Hannah, the big important part. A couple weeks ago, he came up here saying a couple things that Ukraine should surrender at all costs. Doesn't matter what it costs, as long as Ukraine surrenders, even though a bunch of Ukrainians are still going to die. Then he said that Ukrainians' voices are what matters most in the war, which is true. Then he said, actually, if you're a combat veteran, your voice matters the most, even above Ukrainians. Then he said, well, actually, if you're willing to lay down your life in the name of freedom, that there's something wrong with your head. Does that give you kind of a picture of who we're talking to, Anna?
Yeah. By the way, we are alive because we had a huge attack today. Just telling you.
Good. Don't interrupt her.
But I don't think maybe he is doing some other stuff. Like if there is kind of an evidence, if no, a lot of people are coming to Ukraine and doing some things. So maybe it's not that bad as you were describing.
He's causing problems for the Legion and making the Legion look bad when international relations and public outlook is a very important thing. Because if people look at him and they start thinking he's a representative of the Legion and he's going around making an asshat of himself, that looks very bad for the Foreign Legion.
He's also taken advantage of the fact that that there are a lot of desperate women in Ukraine, and he's moaning then when he pays them for services that they're not very good, and basically he's using war as a mechanism for him to be able to have access to lots and lots of cheap brothels and massage parlors.
You literally, do I need to pull the video up from your profile of you complaining that the massage parlors aren't good enough?
Yeah, I want you to pull that up.
Do it, Sam.
All right. So, Hannah, we're trying to get him to leave on his own accord and just leave Ukraine and just stop interfering.
They won't even let me speak, so if that doesn't tell you what you need to know.
Yeah, that's because every time you speak, you default to pathetic your mum jokes, so grow the fuck up and take some gosh darn responsibility, you absolute fucking tool.
You were just about to say your mom. You were literally just about to say your mom.
You fucking
your mom needs to take some responsibility.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up,
This is why you can't have a conversation with you, because you're absolutely fucking retarded.
Your mom's absolutely fucking
Anyways,
retarded.
Sam, I'm gonna drop. You have 2 people in your request.
Okay.
1 second. Well, I'm about to go. I just have one question.
Bye.
1 second. I just have one question. Mikatola, what do you get out of all this besides making yourself look like a donut?
Can you let Emma?
Your mom looks like a donut, buddy.
Rikatoma, people like you
That was
make
like a
me
legit
absolutely angry.
question.
You
I'm
should
trying
be
to actually
ashamed of yourself.
Answer you 1 second. Like I'm actually trying to empathize with you and your weirdness. So I'm actually.
Your mom's weirdness.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
You're the reason why we have "Don't Eat Glue" stickers right about now.
Your mom eats glue stickers, buddy.
But I'm just wondering, what is what are you doing right now in Ukraine? Just like as a Ukrainian.
Right now, I'm looking at joining a different unit. It might not be possible. We'll see. If not, I might be out of
You're literally
options.
blacklisted from the Legion. I hope you know that.
Your mom's blacklisted.
No,
from
like
the Legion.
Mikatoma, I'm dead serious. You are literally blacklisted from the Legion.
Okay, but there's lots of other units out there.
But they require you to speak Ukrainian, do you?
No. There's lots of other units that don't require that.
But
Did
And I'll also say that yeah, if I do run out of options here, then yes, I might have to learn Ukrainian. Well, also I'll have there's units
Just
here
get
that
the
I
fuck
can't
out of country.
physically.
But just
I'll
a
get
question.
your mom out of the country, buddy.
But just
Have
a
you
question,
been
like a lot of people
using?
are fleeing Ukraine. Like why do you have this desire to join something? Like it's really dangerous.
He doesn't care.
Yeah,
He's
I
there for
think
glory.
that this war, in order for this war to end one way or the other, I think people need to show that they're not, that they need to show that they're willing to put their lives on the line for this cause, and it's about raising awareness and that we're all connected and that the Western, this is important, and the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be.
Mikatoma, why do you call yourself a soldier in your videos?
At the time, I was a soldier, and I still consider
you
myself, in a sense, a soldier.
Never been a soldier. You've never been a soldier. You haven't even
Your
fought.
No, like
your mom's never
Mikatoma,
been a soldier.
you've literally never been a soldier.
Stop
So why
fucking
was I
stolen
getting
valor,
paid
mate.
by
It's
the
stolen
army?
valor. It's
So hey,
stolen
hang on,
valor.
you got paid after being there for 3 days?
I was only in the Legion 3 days,
Stolen
3 years
valor.
ago,
Yeah.
and back then,
Stolen valor.
actually.
Hold on,
Mikatoma, you're
it's a
fucking
fucking
disgusting.
What do you mean?
You're there for
I was not
you're-
stuttering.
I joined the wrong military, for fuck's sake.
Mikatoma, you're a fuckboy. You're a fuckboy that just wants to treat women like
Your
shit.
mom's
You're
a
using-
fuckboy,
and
auntie.
you're using, and that makes no sense. As I
Has
said,
he been using brothels?
yeah, he's been.
Your mom's been
yeah,
Right,
using
do you
it,
want
yeah,
me
I'll
to
tell
give you
Mama.
a little heads up on that? I'll give you a little heads up, shall I? Being a medical humanitarian for Ukraine, do you realise how many AIDS tests we have to send out for military boys that go to the brothels? There you go.
Well,
I'll just
listen.
crush your little bubble because that is
I'll crush
exactly
your
what we
mom's
have
little
to do.
bubble.
Because, and do you know what? Do you realise there is no medicines out there to actually treat the disease as well?
AIDS?
Yeah, AIDS. It's
Yeah.
rife out there.
Hang on, Mikatoma, you were in the Legion Legion for 3 days. How come you have a video on March 3rd saying you're a soldier, and then also on March 17th saying you're a soldier? You started your video with as a soldier here in Ukraine. You were never a soldier.
That's not the lead. That wasn't the Legion.
Okay, wait. Which organization were you a soldier for?
Harsha.
You mean the people that openly posted on Reddit how you've been blacklisted and they kicked you out after a single day?
What do you why do you say such false things?
So the unit is lying.
But
Okay,
why?
so Mikatoma's
I
another
don't know what you
fella.
mean what do you mean blacklisted? I have documents. I have leaving documents saying I am free and clear. So I don't you got everything right but the facts, Sam. You really, really do. Everything right
Wait,
but the facts.
Mikatola, just to let you know, free and clear of charges is different than being barred for re-entry. There are two big different things.
What do you mean re-entry to where?
Being able to re-enlist into said military. The U.S. has one like that too.
No. I can go wherever. I can enlist in whatever unit. Maybe not the Legion. Maybe not the Legion because all these people take their weird ass complaints and they all give them to the Legion. But I can go into other units.
That's not how military works. Maybe with Foreign Legion, but if the military, the Ukrainian military says no, you can't go, you cannot join us.
Can you show the
military
video
will
though?
lie.
Yeah, I want to see that video too that Sam apparently has. I'm very interested.
I'm having to scroll through his profile right now.
Cyber guy, I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact, I've already joined a different unit and it didn't, and it wasn't for me because I couldn't pass the physical.
but it was
Oh,
it
you're
was a
fat
kind of
body.
a
Okay.
it was
More
kind of
put
an
that. More
elite
put
it
that.
was an elite
Water.
unit. So, but I passed
It was
everything.
not an
I
elite
was
unit,
able to
okay,
join. So no, you're wrong.
Hang on, Mikatoma, you've got no military experience. There is no way you're getting into an elite unit.
You're
Okay.
no, you're
My mum
wrong.
doesn't have military experience. I've got military experience.
Yeah, but you're
You
anyway.
know
You're
what? No, I'm
wrong.
not being funny, Naomi,
yeah.
but this guy has been doing the rounds for a long, long fucking time. He's lying
I know.
about
I
it.
called him out
Yeah.
many weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, but listen,
yeah,
I
but
have respect
I'm
for
not being,
everyone
I'm
here
not being
except for
funny.
Auntie because
I'm
she's a
not being
crash
funny,
out
but
artist.
like the fact that he's doing this all the time and he's soaking up so much time, and the fact that he's using his position to abuse Ukrainian women. Can we just
Your
fucking
mom's using her position to abuse.
can we pull the pin on this fucking prick instead
Yeah,
of
that's
giving him
all you
warnings
got.
and being
That's
nice?
all you got is to pull the pin.
No,
That's
no, no,
all
no.
Auntie has. She
No,
just
no, no. At
crashes
the end
out.
of the day,
I know.
at the end of the
You
day,
live in an
he's a
echo chamber.
disgusting human being, who does not deserve the niceties that normally we
Oy,
grant
oy.
people.
Your mom's
I'm
a
sorry.
disgusting human being.
Can someone
Auntie.
just fucking mute the
Mikatoma,
cunt?
I don't
Mikatoma,
have my powers or I
just
would.
so you're aware, that time frame is now being drastically shortened.
Yeah, I'm telling you, go right now. Right
Yeah,
now. Let's do it
just
right now.
Okay. Guess Mikatoma already have.
Okay, that's great. Great.
Thanks, Hannah.
Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be
Yeah,
happier.
that's gotta
So Sam, the video you're looking for doesn't exist. I never made it.
Or did you delete it because you?
No, I didn't delete.
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
delete
no,
anything.
no, no,
Wait,
no.
wait, hold on. Mikatoma, be quiet. Cyberdog, I need you to hear this. This is Mikatoma.
Not another cent to Ukraine until people like me with no combat experience can go fight as well. We're spending billions of dollars.
Did you?
I stand behind that.
Hey, Cyber, did you hear that?
I stand behind that.
My guy. There are cockroaches on the like I've argued pro-pallies and pro-communist people with more brain power than you. And that says a lot.
Your mom's a cockroach, buddy.
Yeah, see, the fact that you couldn't complete a sentence right now shows the fact that you have 2 brain cells fighting for 5th place.
Your mom has 2 brain cells fighting for
You know
5th
what,
place.
Buddy, all you
grow
need to
up.
do right now is just take a knee and drink some water, okay?
Your
Collect
mom needs
yourself.
to take a knee and drink some water.
Mikatoma, if I'm just going to be quite blunt with you, I really hope some airbags fail you at some point when you're going in at high speed in a car, because people like you do not deserve to be in Ukraine. You're abusing their women, you're abusing their hospitality at a time when they have very little hospitality to give, but they try their goddamn best to do so under extraordinary circumstances. You are a disgrace to Australia. You're
Your mom's a
you're an
disgrace to
absolute
Australia.
disgrace to.
He's not Australian, Auntie.
Where's he
He's
from
not
Your
originally?
Australian.
mom's a disgrace.
Where's he
See,
from
Auntie, that's the
originally?
thing. She has everything right but the
He's-
facts,
where-
Emma.
he's
That's
Canadian.
all you-
Canadian.
Where's he
He's
from
Canadian.
originally?
Canadian.
Canadian.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
Hey,
well, you're disgraceful.
Mikatoma, where's the video about you complaining about the massage parlors? Because
It's because it doesn't exist.
really,
It doesn't
because
exist.
I
It
showed
never
it the last time on live, and
No, you
Ken saw it,
didn't. You got
Scooter saw it too.
Did
You
you
got
delete it?
confused.
Well, I tell you what, Sam. When was this? Because you.
I looked it up. I looked it up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, you
No,
Hey,
you didn't.
okay, hold on.
I would-
Hang on. So, Daily, just to give you an update, I want to get
Hold
your
on,
opinion.
Daily, your mom's
Uh,
embarrassing, Daily.
Cool. I don't care. I want to.
7 months old.
So Daily, Mikatoma here is basically
Daily up.
a problem in Ukraine right
Your
now.
mom's a
He
problem.
is a foreigner who has gone to Ukraine with zero combat experience, was there for 3 years, and finally decided to join the Legion.
Wrong. I was not there for 3 years.
And got kicked out after 3 days, then tried to join another
Lies.
unit the same week and was kicked out again. But now he tells everyone he's a soldier in his videos and stuff. He makes videos complaining about the massage parlors in Ukraine not being good enough. And he walks around telling everyone he's a civilian recruiter for the Legion,
Lies.
including in my own chat where he said that's how he came up on my panel the very first
Yeah,
time, 'cause
I
he
am
said
a-
he was a recruiter. Wait, did you just say you're a recruiter? Say it.
Civilian recruiter. We're all civilian recruiters.
On top of that, he says that Ukraine should surrender at all costs, regardless of the lives that it costs. Then he said the people whose voice matters the most in Ukraine is the Ukrainians, which is true. But then he said, actually, the people whose voice matters the most is the combat veterans. But then he contradicted that and said, well, actually, if you're willing to go lay down your life in the name of freedom, there's something mentally wrong with you and you should get checked out. Because
half truth.
Yeah.
So hang on. I saw it. I'll check in a second, Lauren. So Daily, what is your opinion on our friend here who can't come up with any response other than your mom?
Yeah, that's pathetic. He seems like he's here for either
Your
rage
mom's
bait or
pathetic, Daily. I actually like your channel a lot, by the way.
Don't care. Don't interrupt him.
How about we just like show a bit of respect and talk to people like we're adults and not like children? So.
You just called me. You just. I don't forget what you called me a name, pal. So don't say we're talking like adults here.
You're trying to just like say mom attacks at everyone like my children do when they're 7. So
they're coming at me, pal. I'm defending myself. So
how is that
yeah.
defending yourself? But anyway, are you here just for rage bait, for clicks and views? What's the actual motivation here? You seem to have a wild variation of stories just to get attention.
It's not about. I don't. How did this all start? Well, I don't even remember how this all started. Anyway, how this all started was I came up on Sam's on here, and I said that first of all, what my position at the time is that the only positions who matter, pro-Ukrainians, is frontline soldiers, because they have the most. They have everything to lose, the most to lose. I have changed that a little bit. Hold on. I've changed that a little bit because there are Ukrainians dying as well. So Ukrainians deserve a voice as well.
Daily, do you know who Cossack... Hang on. Daily, do you know who Cossack Gundy is?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Cossack Gundy is one of the foreign volunteers who's been in Ukraine for a long time. Who's a Marine.
I never spoke
he was one of the people captured in Mariupol at the Azovstal steel plant. He was a prisoner there, and he was willing to fight and lay down his life in the name of just freedom for the Ukrainians. Mikatoma decided to come and say that anyone who's willing to lay down their life in the name of freedom is misguided and has something wrong with them.
Lies.
It's literally recorded on my live.
So why would you say that then, Mikatoma?
Okay, so here's my position on that. Is that yes, no, that's not what I said. That's just another lie. What I said was people that have a death wish here, who want to die, who are just coming here and they don't care about their life. I think that is a negative attitude to have, and I do think there's something wrong with it. You come here, you want to fight the Russians, but at the end of the day, you want to go home at the end of the day. And if you have a different attitude than that, I don't think you should be fighting on the front lines. That's what I said, not all these lies that Sam is spewing.
So is that him backtracking, Sam, or?
No, it's not. Pull it up, Sam. And he thinks I have another video of something of the brothels. That's a lie too. Half of what three-quarters of what Sam says is a lie. All this stuff, I have not been here for 3 years. Who's laughing? Sam, you can laugh, but you literally mute me because all this is an echo chamber. You hardly ever let me talk. That's what it is. It's just a big echo chamber. So anyways, Daily, I just want to say I really appreciate your videos. I think you call it like it is a lot of the time, and I'm honestly, your channel might be one of my favorites out of you, Preston, Stewart, and the other guys. I think you call it like it is more than the other guys do.
Okay, I appreciate that. Still confused as to why you're actually there and what your motivations are.
And let me see if I can pull up the actual timestamp.
Anyway, my motivation, and I think everyone's motivation here should be to raise awareness that, hey, this is a huge problem, and it doesn't just affect Ukrainians and Russians. This is a worldwide problem, and there's people here who are willing to put their life on the line to raise awareness that, hey, we need to solve this if we can. If it is solvable, we need to solve this because the problem is just going to get bigger and bigger. And that's why, that's what not being a coward is about trying to solve this problem.
Thomas, don't you think
wait,
there's a better way you can use your energy? Because you're
There's
not a
no
soldier.
better
You'll
way.
never be a better.
There's no.
You'll never be a soldier. You
Your
need
mom
to.
will never
You
be a
need to put.
soldier.
Yeah, my mum's never been a soldier.
She'll
So
never be one.
maybe you need to put your energy into a different. Oh my God, Mikatoni, shut the fuck up. Seriously, sick of you.
Sick of your
Seriously,
mother.
go and do something else with all your energy. You do not need to be a soldier.
Your mom doesn't need to be a soldier.
Again, I think we are
How
talking
about
to
not
a
using
giant
war?
donut.
How about not using war as an excuse to go and be a misogynistic little
Are
pig
you really gonna let
and
this
turn and
person
abuse the
just
war
spew
situation
just
to go to
ridiculous?
basically sleep
Auntie,
around a
go
country
crash out
where
more.
there's
Are
plenty
you
of
gonna
women
crash out
out
again?
there who are in desperate
Go crash
situations
out.
because of the current fact that their husbands, brothers, and cousins are fighting on the front
Crash
line.
out artists.
Be a fucking man for a
Crash out
change.
artists.
You utter fucking
Okay.
tool.
And Daily News, he also has a video that I
Your
didn't
mom's
even
another
realize this
fucking
one
tool,
existed. He has a video where he says no more money to Ukraine unless people with no combat experience like himself are allowed to fight on the front lines.
Oh my god.
I stand
That's
by
the
that.
dumbest thing possible. I'm
Why on
sorry.
earth would you stand by that?
That's
You're like-
the dumbest. You say that?
Let me.
That's dumb.
I think. Can I defend myself or not?
No, you
You
cannot.
can- you can
No,
try,
no, no.
but
Hang
you
on,
know,
hang on.
I'm
Shush.
not-
I want to
you're
play it.
not
I want to
like-
play it for Daily News. Hang on.
Another cent to Ukraine until people like me with no combat experience can go fight as well. We're spending billions of dollars.
You've just shot yourself in the foot there. There's no coming back from that.
No. Can I defend myself or not?
How?
No, you cannot defend yourself
hold on.
because
Well,
you're
let's see, here's a weird,
abusing. No, you don't shut up, Mikatoma. I know you don't
No,
get to talk anymore.
No,
that's
You
me.
don't get to
that wasn't
talk
Mikatoma.
anymore.
That wasn't
You're a-
that wasn't Mikatoma.
I want to. So Auntie, I've trained people to go to combat. I just want to know his weird ass logic where he wants people that have never went through any training to go fight on the front lines and go to combat with no training whatsoever.
By the way, the very first interaction I had was, if we look right here, the very first interaction that got him on my live stream in the first place was where he says,
Can I
you can see
respond to
at the
what
top
Fiverr
here,
said?
National Guard soldier here.
Yeah. So what's your point? What's your point?
You weren't in the
Was I
National
not under
Guard.
contract?
No, you were there for
wanna-
3 days.
I was-
3 days.
That's Sam. You lie. Sam, you lie.
Three.
That's all you do
Did
is
you
lie.
get kicked out of the Ukrainian military after 3 days? Yes or no?
In 2022, yes, but we're not talking about 2022. We're talking about 2025.
Hang on. I'm a bit confused because 2022, Mikatomi, you told everyone and in one of your videos that you come out to join the International Legion and that you were refused. Now, let me
No,
just make this
that's a
straight. No,
lie.
shut up. Let me just make
That's
this
your
straight.
mama.
In 2022, they took everyone, and I know they did.
Okay,
They were desperate.
Yeah.
Why did he
Okay.
only
So,
last 3 days? Do we know
so
that,
hold
Sam?
on.
We do, because he got in a fight and he said that they beat him up for he got in a big fight and he said they beat him up for no reason, but the other guys got
Sam,
in no
lying
trouble
again.
at all.
Lying
Right.
again. Okay, so here's what happened. In 2022, I was in the Legion for 3 days. I got in a fight. I was attacked. I'm not playing the victim here. I provoked it, but I'm just saying I didn't throw the first punch. The other guy did not kicked out. This is confirmed. Storm Balderson was there. That's the only guy I know online who was there. He remembers me. Scooter talked to him. He remembers me. So they just confirmed that I was there. I never said that they refused me. What I said was, yeah, months later, they stopped taking people without combat experience. So that's where you're getting that from. Again, everything right, but the facts from Emma and everything right, but wrong, but the facts with Sam too. So, anyways, if I could reply to Cyber Guy what he said earlier, why do you want people without training? Well, first of all, they are getting training here. They're getting 4 to 6 weeks of training. There's been hundreds of guys. So Cyber Guy, so you disagree that they're taking people without combat experience who are getting training here? Is that what you're saying?
No, you said no money to Ukraine until you let untrained people get to fight in the front lines. Your words.
No.
Not mine.
You're twisting that. Until they let.
Sam,
I don't care.
can we have a rollback on that real quick, please?
It doesn't. Can we have a
rollback on that one,
I
please?
didn't say
Stop,
straight
stop,
to the front.
stop.
I didn't say straight to the front lines. It's a fight. I don't care if it takes 6 weeks.
Not another cent to Ukraine until people like me with no combat experience can go fight as well.
So again, that is your words, not mine. Why do you want to use
Can I
the
speak
Russian
now?
meat?
Can I speak now? Can I speak now?
Sure.
Okay.
You and your meat grinder
Argue with
tactics.
yourself.
Your mom's a meat. Okay, listen. All they were taking at that time was people. What are you laughing at? You can keep laughing, pal, but you're laughing at nothing. Just like you got everything right, but the facts.
Okay, hold on one
Never
second.
do.
So
Everything
here,
right,
King.
but the facts.
Okay, whatever your name is. So the reason why countries would rather have people with decades upon decades worth of combat experience, like mostly the U.S. and stuff like that, is because it's a lot easier for turnout to not have to train them for that 4 to 6 weeks. That is
Okay,
why.
so there's been a lot of so you do agree that that I didn't say go straight to the front. I didn't care whether I went straight to the front. I'm just saying get trained. So you agree that you were wrong in that assumption?
No, I am going off of
That's
your
not what I
words.
said in the video. That's not what I said. That's not what I was saying in the
Do you
video.
want me
You're
to have him
making an
roll it back?
assumption.
Do you need my battle to roll it back for you real quick?
Okay, listen. We don't need to. All what I said was not
Oh,
another saying
we
until
don't
people
need
like
to.
me without
Sam, save
combat
that
experience
video.
can
I
go
want
fight.
to make that my ringtone.
I never said anything about not being trained before. Like you're making silly assumptions, and I don't want to use the word silly, but you're making assumptions, and that's all that you do, and that's all that Sam does. You just make assumptions.
No, I'm using your words, your direct words. It is not my problem. Okay, stop and listen. This is where you listen, okay?
I've been listening.
Good. Keep doing it. Hopefully you'll learn something from somebody, okay?
Yeah, well.
So, again, I will reiterate the statement that you made a statement. I go off of that statement instead of assuming you meant this, this, and this, okay? I can go only off of what you have said. Not all this other fucking nuanced bullshit, okay? That's how conversations work. You said no money to Ukraine until they let people with non-combat experience fight as well. Why would I want somebody who has never spent a day in combat right next to me?
Hold on. Let's go back because you're
Love
saying
how you're rolling back your statement because you now
I'm not
know
rolling
that
back.
you are stuck in a cul-de-sac and you are losing.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Let's do it this way.
Hold on. I've got something here. Cyber, you're gonna enjoy this. This is the very first interaction I had with Mikitoma.
No, hold on. Can we not do this argument?
Nope. This is important. This is very, very important for context.
Your mom's important.
I come from a completely different place. I hope it stops today. And I know
So
a
do
lot
the
of people-
Ukrainians.
Oh, but you're saying that some people they weren't going to stop?
They want it to stop, but not at the cost of their freedom.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like it to stop at all costs.
Wants the war to stop at all costs, even if that means Ukrainian
Okay.
freedom.
You're creating a different. Can we finish this argument? Can we? You're just hopping. You're just topic hopping. Can we just finish one debate, please? Like it's just you're just topic hopping. You're proving my point. Can me and Cyber complete this debate or no?
Sure. You are utterly losing, but sure.
Here, Cyber, just I give you Cyber. Can you type it? Wait, hang on. Can I do this?
If you're not going to let me and Cyber have a debate here, that proves my point. That this is
Cyber,
an
you
echo
now
chamber.
have the hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search for another thing he said, but you have fun with that conversation.
Unfair advantage, but that's fine. Okay, listen, Cyber. So let's put that on exactly what I said on the back burner, since you don't seem to want to have a conversation with that.
I've had that conversation with you, and you're losing.
No, we didn't. Okay, you can keep saying I'm losing, but I disagree with you. So anyway, let's put that on the back burner. Let's agree.
Oh,
to
okay, you
disagree.
can disagree with me and still be wrong at the same time.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, how about we'll agree to disagree on that. So let's move on to what you said about combat experience. So you're saying you disagree with everyone here who has come without combat experience to fight. You think that's a bad thing?
No, I'm saying it's ill-advised. There's a difference.
So you think that the people here that have come without combat experience have been a negative?
When it comes to cases like you, 110%. But guess
Well,
what?
see, you're
That's not
resorting
the
to
vast majority.
That's not what I
That's
asked.
not the
Cyber. That's not what I asked. That's not what I
Again,
asked.
guess what? I'm saying if they get trained to do combat, then yes, they are just fine. The statement you made had nothing about them getting trained before going to combat.
It didn't have anything about not getting trained either, Cyber God. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Your exact words was no more money for Ukraine until they let people with non-combat experience fight as well. So
Fight in
again,
Ukraine. That doesn't mean not getting trained. Like, what are you talking about? Is
but
there
again,
anyone else with common sense here? Is there no one else with common sense?
again, so how long does it take for training and turnout?
Training here 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, why would the Ukraine want to invest 4 to 6 weeks to turn out one person when they can get somebody like Sam, who has well over a fucking decade already under his belt, so where they can go, oh, cool, you're good to go. Get right on there day one.
Okay, so I'm confused. So are you saying that the people, and there's been hundreds of them, came through here with no combat experience, they've been a negative on Ukraine?
Not necessarily, but I will say that it does not help at the same time.
So you think that so the people here have come here with no
I love how I reiterated the statement 5 different times in 5 different ways.
You're interrupting me.
No, because you're trying to reiterate the same fucking statement.
No, I'm not.
that
No,
I've
I'm not. I'm
answered
saying
you
something
on-
different.
Go ahead then.
Okay, so you're saying that the people here who have come here without combat experience, who have died, did so in complete vain. Their lives mean nothing. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Sounds exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying.
No, that's not
Okay,
what
well,
I'm saying.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
saying,
Go on.
what I am saying is, why would Ukraine, who is currently fighting a conflict, a defensive conflict, want to wait 4 to 6 weeks to turn out one person, one guy, compared to somebody like Sam, who has well over a decade of combat experience, so where they don't have to wait 4 to 6 weeks. They get to go, you know what, Sam? You go over there, you're part of that unit, you know what unit cohesion is, and you know how to react to fire.
Yeah, like a lot of guys who go over who have experience, even if they don't have combat experience, if they've got like years of actual military training, they're allowed to just go to straight up frontline units as long as they pass a physical fitness test. And the units go, hey, you know what you're doing? Cool, we're going to run some training drills. We're going to make sure everyone's on the same page. Oh, we're good. Let's go to combat.
Okay, so I don't know where you're getting this one guy from. That's not what I was saying at all. This was not. This
no,
was
I'm
not
saying I'm
you're
making a
interrupting me.
simile. No, hold on. It's me
no, you're
reiterating-
interrupting
No,
me.
it's me clarifying because you're saying this one guy thing. I'm saying one non-combat guy to a person like Sam. Sam is also one guy. Okay, it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay, but the point is you want more people or less people? I was saying non-combat people without previous combat experience. So that could be hundreds of people. You need, yes, it takes longer to train, but you need more people, not less people. And if that was an option, which it should have been, because I think that the Westerners here bring the most awareness to this conflict, certainly for their governments. And I unlike you, I don't think that the people here who have come here without combat experience that have died have done so in vain. I think
You're
they
putting
died a
words in
very
my mouth.
noble
But
death.
no. I just reiterated that. No, that is not what I said.
You
I'm
can
just
say that,
saying.
but that's all. That is what you're saying.
No, that's not. I'm
Well,
saying,
it is.
why would Ukraine want to wait to put out people to defend its nation when it can actively recruit from the millions of people on the planet that are trying to actually get into Ukraine to actually fight in the conflict that has military experience already, so they don't have to wait on training time.
Okay, you're the one who keeps repeating yourself. But let me say something different. Let me say something different. Okay, so people like me who are willing to not have that experience and fight, they actually make a bigger statement saying, yes,
Oh
I'm
my
less
God.
prepared.
You know how
Okay,
you
you're
fix that,
interrupting me.
Mikatoma? You don't get
You're
kicked out of the Legion for starting fights. You stick around, you keep your head
is
down, you
totally-
do the fucking training, and you do your fucking job like a good little soldier, and you go do what a soldier does, and you defend freedom. You don't sit around and bitch and make fucking TikTok videos all day about how you got kicked out of the Legion and how everyone's being
Sam, you're
mean.
lying. You're lying. I didn't get kicked out of the Legion. I got kicked out of the Legion 3 years ago. Nothing to do with nothing. Like you're conflating.
You
the
said
two
you
things.
got kicked out for starting a fight.
Okay, but this TikTok thing, we weren't even allowed on our phones 3 years ago.
Yeah, except people were doing it anyways, and that's how the Foreign Legion barracks got bombed.
Yeah, you don't think I?
Wait,
you don't
question.
think I know that?
You said
I
that he
left
did
2
a
days
video.
before it got bombed.
Hold on. You said he did a TikTok live where he had Ukrainian soldiers in the background, right?
In one of the hostels.
Hold on.
Okay, so how well do you think that was for unit cohesion and battle buddy safety?
That was not well
Basically-
received.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
that is
There was
basic
first
stuff.
of all, it was one soldier, one, and listen.
Again, one is too many. It's called
Okay.
a battle buddy system for a reason. Your battle
And-
buddy.
And if I made a mistake, then I made a mistake. Okay, but that is public information. First of all, that should have gone, if that was an issue, it should have gone straight to the authorities. And if it was a problem, then I would have done my time, and it would have put a signal out to other people not to make the same mistake I did. That's fine.
You mean
If I
like
have
the
to go to
people that
jail-
were told not to make that mistake before you? Like the example I just brought up that
It's-
you were already aware of? Like the Legion
It's-
barracks getting bombed because people were playing on their cell phones? You know that thing
That's
that you
not-
shouldn't have been doing and showing other people on your phone? When I was in Ukraine, we weren't allowed to post photos unless it was blurred to a certain extent. It got military approval, and it was after a certain time period or where an area wasn't active anymore. There's
Yeah,
rules.
Yeah, that's fine. This was not that. The one thing is not like the other. The OPSEC
Yes,
rules.
it is. It's called cell phone discipline. Something that they treat.
It's not. See, you're interrupting me.
No, it's 'cause
Mikatoma,
you're
I have
speaking
literally
utter
helped
horseshit.
Mikatoma, I have literally helped bomb Russians from Texas because they were live streaming on TikTok and I was able to identify a building in their background.
Okay,
I
but
have
that's
called in
not what
I have
this
called
is.
in missile strikes from Texas because someone
Yeah.
showed a single building and I saw soldiers in the background.
Yeah, that's not what this is. This is vacation. I mean, this is literally.
Were
like,
you
it's
in
so-
Ukraine? Were you in let's answer some basic questions. Were you in Ukraine?
Listen.
No, basic. We're gonna see
yes,
how well
okay,
you know
yes.
OPSEC. We're gonna see how well you know OPSEC. You were in Ukraine. Cool, we've established that. Was the soldier that was in the background of your video, the single soldier, was he on active duty? Was he an active soldier? Yes or no?
I'm starting to see why his battle buddies in the Legion beat the shit out of him.
Can I just say one thing? Mikitomi, you do realise that someone that was in the country lying about being in the military has just been sent to prison.
Who was it? Who was it?
Let me dig a
Oh,
bit
he's
more,
gone.
but there has.
Oh,
He left on his own there. Who was it? Who was it?
Oh no, he's finally been shown to be the dirty little
I
scumbag.
can dig
he
and
actually
find
is.
out the
He's
name for you,
run.
but yeah,
No,
someone's just gone
no,
to prison for over 5 years.
No, he probably got a text from his sister or his dad.
Oh.
Oh no, he's back in the rook class.
I wonder.
No, let's keep him down. Let's keep him down.
This will be funny at
He
least.
doesn't get to speak
Hello, Sam.
anymore.
Sam, I'll
Hello,
message
Tux.
you later with who it was.
Don't sigh, Sam. Don't sigh. You're revealing.
Shush,
your-
Toxic is talking first. You
Did you
interrupted
hear
him.
what I said, Mikitoma?
Right, I'll send you a message later with the guy's details on it. He has been on here. He followed me on the other day. Yeah.
Is it
You
the
remember
is
him?
it the guy that
Said he was a sniper.
Oh, no, not him. This is someone that's in country.
Oh.
Oh no, Toxic. I was part of the takedown crew with that. He's been did stuff that we can talk
Yeah.
about privately if
I'll
you want.
try and find out the
Okay.
information for you. It was relayed back to me.
I'll
We
send
just
you
don't
my
want nothing
I'll
out,
send
but
you my
I'll send you a message, Sam, with who it is, but don't want
Got
you
it.
going any further. Okay.
Got it.
Tox-
Thank you, Toxic.
I said I was part of the takedown crew with that, so we'll have a conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm still trying to find the video of him talking about the massage parlor because
Yeah,
and
that
I know
doesn't exist. I would
shush.
never make a
Here's how I know it exists. I can give the exact context of what he was doing. He was walking outside, and in the video to his right, he was walking along the street. He was on the sidewalk, and to the right was the street. I distinctly remember the surrounding that he was walking in. So I'm going
No,
to
you
keep trying to find
misremember a
that
lot
video.
of things, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Anyways,
Hey, man,
Sam,
I'm not
you were
gonna talk to
asking
somebody
me
who
about
doesn't know
offset.
how to do basic phone discipline.
Okay,
Something
so hold on.
basic.
Sam was asking me about
Ah,
offset. So Sam, you're
so
saying was
so
he
the
on
dude
active
was in
duty?
Ukraine. Was he on active duty? Yes.
Define active duty.
Was he an active member of the Ukrainian armed forces participating in the war, whether he was actively on the front lines or not?
He was on vacation, but
So an
yeah,
act.
he-
So he was an active soldier. Okay. Did
Sure.
this soldier give you permission to post a video or post a live stream with his face in the background?
it wasn't his face. No.
So his face, all the reports that I've heard of his face being on camera was not true.
No, his face. Yeah, untrue.
Sure. Yeah, I totally believe you over everyone else. Okay.
I can send the video is public on.
So this video,
on X.
Oh, perfect. You've still got it up. Where were you
No, I
live
didn't-
streaming
I
from?
didn't
Where
put
were
it
you
up.
live
I
streaming
didn't-
from?
I didn't put it up. The people who are tagging me put up because they're doing it for their own selfish reasons. That should show you right.
You mean
there
like
they're
getting
doing
you
both.
out of Ukraine? That's a selfish reason?
Okay, but what the video, if there was a problem, should go straight to the authorities, not post it publicly on X. That's showing you their true intentions right there. I don't need to say anything else.
All right,
That's
Sam, I'm going to drop.
Okay.
Sam, I hope
Thanks,
you've got a
Naomi.
good relationship with your dad and your sister, and that they reach out to you. I really hope they do. Good
I
night,
hope your mom
everyone.
reaches out to me.
Night, Naomi.
Naomi.
Let's see.
See, Sam, this is why we take soldiers, like trainees' phones away throughout basic, so they don't do stupid stuff like that.
Marshall,
Putting
what's
their
up,
battle
buddy?
buddies at
Hang
risk.
on. Hey, are you still staying at the Capsule Hostel Dobre?
Listen, Sam, you're putting
Oh,
you're
hit a
you're
nerve
putting other
there.
people.
Are you still
at,
staying at the Are you still staying at the Capsule Hostel Dobre in
whether I
in
am or
Dnipro?
whether I'm not, I'm not sure why you're trying to put other people at potential risk.
I want you the fuck out of Ukraine.
Okay, but that's fine. That's fine for you. You can make your own decisions, but and they can make their own decisions too. But I'm just saying, guys, you don't. And I'm not saying I'm dangerous at all. But I'm saying some people are dangerous. So you got to be careful.
Well, you've
tracking
proven
people
yourself
down.
that you're dangerous. What are you talking about?
What?
You've proven yourself that you are dangerous to the others, actual serving people in that country.
How have I proved? No, we were talking about that. That was not proven.
The video of you having soldiers in the background that are on active duty.
It was
That's not a
one.
danger.
It
That's
was
not a,
one soldier, and
one
it
is
wasn't
too
their.
much.
We're in.
I'm
The, we
sorry,
were in.
one is too much.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But me and Sam, we were in the middle of this debate, and it stopped when he said it didn't show his face. So that's where we left off.
He didn't. He
That's
actually
where we
didn't.
left off. Yeah, that's where we left off. Okay, so are we going to continue that or no? Or is
Can
that
we go back to the
not
first time I was in a live with you, Mikatoma, and you told me that you were armed forces, Canadian armed forces? Didn't you, Mikatoma? Do you want me
You
to
guys
get
believe
to
everything.
back
You
it
guys,
up?
everything right but the facts. Everything right but the facts.
No,
Pull
no,
that
no,
up, Emma.
no.
You can't. Pull that up, Emma. You can't. You can't.
How can I pull it up when it was in a live? I can go back to the person whose live it was.
Yeah, you can. So you can pull it up. So that's what you're saying is you can pull it up. You
But you
don't
did,
think
didn't
that they
you?
would have pulled that up if that was true. And it's just like the video that Sam's saying that
I'm the
never existed.
Canadian
It
armed
doesn't
forces.
exist.
I'm
It
the
never
Canadian
existed.
armed forces. I know what I'm doing.
Oh my God, Emma, you're conflating me with someone else. You guys are so
You're
funny.
hilarious.
Hold on.
You don't
You really
have
do make me
you
chuckle.
don't have any receipts. You don't.
Hang on. Hang on just 1 second. Hold on. Just a second.
All you do
Hey,
is
make it tell me, shush. Hey, you little anti-Semitic fuck. I don't care.
Hey, faggot. I was never once anti-Semitic, so shut
There
the
you go.
fuck.
Sam, I might have to drop and come back up just so I get the hammer.
Okay. Reset. Yeah, you're not coming back after you just start using a slur, you little anti-Semitic fuck. Goodbye. Get out of my
Cowboy,
stream.
you don't want none of this. You stay down in the comments like a good boy.
Wait, he said it on your live too, Cowboy? Yes. Who's got the crickets?
Oh, Cowboy's in now, look.
Sorry, that's me.
Oh, wait. Oh, hi, Chosen. What's up?
Hello.
What?
Cowboy, you know you don't want.
Shush, I'm talking to Chosen. What's up, Chosen?
Nothing much, just like
Oh, I
chilling,
got
I
baby
guess.
mod. Okay.
All right. Cowboy, what happened on your live? What did Mikatoma say?
Oh, Emma, you were there, weren't you?
Oh, I
No,
can't remember,
she
was
wasn't
it
there.
yours?
Yes, it was mine.
Oh, yeah.
Me, the American, and another Glad. Yeah. Yeah, so this guy comes in my live, and this is after hearing from many credible sources about this individual saying he was SAU when he wasn't SAU. And about there, eh? Can't forget about that. Anyways, yeah, so we called him out on it, and anyways, long story short, they had a name, kept throwing back names back and forth. The only thing this guy could say is your mama jokes. Yeah, no word of a lie.
We had
And
fun.
anyways,
We had fun.
dude, we're making fun of you.
Yeah, and I was making fun of your mother. What's the point?
Yeah. Anyways, after we finally had enough and kicked him, he started going around saying that, reporting us on this application that
That's a lie, too. You
bullying
never kicked
and
me.
harassment, and plus he has before other accounts.
That's okay. Well, first of all, that's a lie too. So the first lie you told Cowboy is that you kicked me. Actually, I got a violation. You remember that?
No, actually, I kicked you.
No, you didn't. I got a violation and I left. And then after that, you said, "Oh, all you do is come up and give us violations and then leave." You don't remember that.
Actually, that wasn't me that said that. So
Well,
I
no,
had
it might
enough
have not
and
been
banned
you. It might have not been you, but that's what happened. There was a violation.
My
and
man has like whole. I think.
Hang on. This is Cyber. Hang on. This is important. Mikatoma, what month did you first get to Ukraine?
Which time?
Whenever you got there first. What month did you first get to Ukraine?
In 2022, I was here like March 1st or something.
March
2nd.
1st.
March 2nd. Anyway, Cowboy, I never went on any other accounts. You're wrong, and I'm not even blocked. I don't even think I'm blocked on your account. So how could you?
Actually,
say
you are.
No, I
You
don't
are
think
blocked.
I am.
Well, he can
So
technically fix
anyways.
that right now.
Oh, I can't
Let me
follow
check
you.
here.
Maybe you. I mean, but anyways, that proves my point. If you block me, you live in an echo chamber, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Proves my point.
No, the
It's
point
bloody
the
annoying.
point is you're in Ukraine pretending to be somebody you're not. You haven't done anything in this freaking country. Time for you to go home
Time for your mom
and
to
stay
go.
there.
Time for your mom to go home and stay there. Listen. I never said I was. I never said I
How many
was
days?
on the front
How
lines.
many days have you served? How many days in combat have you served?
I never said I served in combat. I never said I served in combat.
And you're going around, oh, soldier, you must listen to me. What's that?
Well, I mean that is a recruiting.
The enemy is
tactic.
watching, soldier.
That's a recruiting tactic, and I do think that we should be trying to recruit as many people here as we can.
Why are you off subject?
What are you talking about? I'm not off subject.
Yes, you are, because I say, why did you say that? Why did you saying, you must listen to me, soldier? Another line that you said is, the
I
enemy
never
is
said-
watching.
I never-
You must stop this silliness now, soldier.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you regularly refer to everyone as soldier.
It's a recruiting tactic.
You're
and-
not a recruiter.
Your mom's not a recruiter.
You never.
Sam. Anyway, I think we should be encouraging, and you might not agree with my tactics, but we should be encouraging everyone to come over and fight. I think it's very important that Westerners come over and fight. You know, untrained, trained or untrained, or not? No, combat experience or non-combat.
Why you're hiding? Why you're hiding?
What do you mean? Why am I hiding?
Over here. I said, why you're hiding in Ukraine at hostels and this and that for God knows
I'm not
how
hiding.
long? Okay.
I'm not hiding. I am actively
Well,
trying to join units.
how come you're not in a unit?
I was just in a unit, and it was an elite unit, and I'm not an elite fighter.
Oh, it was an elite unit, was it?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't even there. I missed it. I should have asked more questions, but I was there for a very short period of time. It was that I'm very open that I'm not an elite.
No,
I'm not
you're,
an elite.
You're lying.
You want to? Okay,
You're
you want to
100%
bet?
lying.
You want to bet, cowboy?
You want to bet because I actually been serving this here country a very long time.
Congratulations.
I know how the process goes, and you're just full of it.
You want to bet?
As soon
How
as
much
you
want
get
to
the
bet?
unit, as soon as you sign that piece of paper, you're locked in. You
I never
can't go
signed a piece
anywhere.
of paper. I wasn't even. My point was I was just about to start. And by the way, you're wrong. There's 2 weeks. This unit I'm talking about has a 2-week selection period. Okay, so I never said what my point was is that I am actively trying to join units, and in this 2-week selection period, you don't sign a contract. Okay, so you're wrong about that.
Hang on. You said you got to you said you got to Kharkiv on March 2nd.
No. I was in Lviv, or I was at the base that got bombed. Actually, there were 2 bases, but the second base that got bombed, I was there. March 2nd.
Okay.
maybe March 3rd.
March 2nd. I asked, what about when you got to Kharkiv?
I was in Kharkiv probably March 10th or something. What's your point? What are you trying to get at?
I'm looking at the maps and trying to figure out how you would have gotten all the way the fuck across Ukraine, especially when the main rail lines that would have gone through Kyiv from Lviv were cut off on March 10th.
I was there before March 10th, and I don't think they were cut off. Also,
I'm looking
yeah,
at the
you're
deep
right.
state maps right now.
There was only me and this one other California guy that went to Kharkiv. That's it. in the whole city.
Okay. That
No,
makes perfect sense. Me and just one random dude.
Anyway, by March 20th, there was other Americans there, and American combat veteran soldiers there. So no, it was very much. It was maybe for a couple of days it was shut down.
And Mikitoma, what was the weather like when you got to Kharkiv?
It was very cold. It was much
How
colder
come your
that year
videos
than-
of you show you walking around without a t-shirt because it's so hot you were sweating?
That was in March, not in February.
I asked about March. You said you weren't. You said you weren't there. You said you weren't there
Oh,
in
sorry,
February.
sorry. That was in April. That was in late March, and yeah, so that was a few weeks later.
You mean when it was still
My
fucking
man's-
cold?
No,
My
it
man's
was.
story is about to explode.
That's you standing around in the hot sun with your t-shirt sweating
Yeah, listen,
on March
I've
25th, 2022, claiming that you were in Kharkiv?
I've already proved in those videos that I was in Kharkiv, so you can.
Your
go on
response,
and-
hey, your response to prove that you were in Kharkiv was to reply to someone's comment, post a 3-second video, go, just another day pretending to be in Kharkiv.
Yeah, and if you see by the
That's not
background,
proof.
If you want to geolocate it, that is Kharkiv.
Do you know what,
And I
Mr.
have
I'll tell you
messages-
something. I've got something you can go
I have
do.
receipts
If you
from
head to
hotels in
Kharkiv, there's a
Kharkiv, so
humanitarian
I
group.
was
They can make you clean dog
Wait,
shit.
wait,
all
wait,
day.
wait. Why would you have receipts in hotels when the military don't stay in hotels?
I wasn't in the
Yeah.
military.
Even in
So why would
reception,
you
they
go to
give you.
Kharkiv?
I went to Kharkiv. I tried to join up there a couple units. I know that was the one of the centers of the fighting. I wanted to try to. Well, the
Yeah.
reason I went up there is because I did want to join the fighting right away. I wasn't able to do that, but I.
Why
thought
didn't you
that
say
Oh,
was
and
the
all
center.
the
Thank you
videos,
for
all the
interrupting.
videos of you in March of this year. So you bundled the fuck up in Ukraine, but not the videos of you when you claimed to be in Kharkiv in March of 2022 when the war started.
When the war started in March, it was much colder than it
Well,
was this year. At the end of the March in Ukraine, it can be very beautiful. Like it was 15 degrees yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about.
2022, there wasn't a training unit in Kharkiv.
I never said there
Nope.
was. I wasn't in the military in Kharkiv.
Well, why
Wait,
would you
someone
go to
someone
Kharkiv?
in chat just googled it and said it was 52 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so
Which means,
Marshall said
hang on,
these
that
guys-
means it was
Marshall says
11
these
degrees
guys are
Celsius in Kharkiv on that day, and he's walking around
Marshall
sweating
says these
without a
guys are
t-shirt.
obsessed with you. You're right about that, Marshall.
Wait, Sam. You know why he was sweating in that degree of weather? That's what happens when you're a fat body and you walk around for 4 feet. You start to sweat.
Your mom's a fat buddy, buddy.
My man, you can try to insult my mom all you want.
King?
Oh, by
It
the way,
doesn't
why
work.
don't you tell everybody why you got kicked out of the international?
Oh, we already
League
told
day
everyone.
3.
We already told everyone.
I'm not hiding anything. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, you go around saying you.
Hey, hang on, when you were in Kharkiv, where were the Russians?
You know where the Russians.
I'm
were.
asking you, where were the Russians?
They weren't
He's
far
asking
away.
a question.
When I got there, let me tell you, when I got there, March, whatever date it was what I could imagine to be World War II. It was non-stop around the clock. They really wanted to take it. It was what I could imagine what World War II sounded like. And that was from the train station. That was from the train station. Now I know they were in the northern suburbs, but it was around the clock. It was absolutely crazy. You had to have been there. You had to have been there. Actually, when I got there, when I got to the train station, there was a group of people who were drinking and like celebrating. These are the people they ran the train station at that time, and it seemed like to me that they weren't very worried about the Russians coming in, or they weren't they weren't that against it. Let's say that much.
Mikatoma, have you always had the same mobile phone since you've been in the
Oh
country?
God, not this crash out artist again.
Have you always had the same mobile phone that you've had, or the same telephone number?
Not the same telephone number. No, same mobile phone. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
fucking
Can I tell you one thing? One of the things that can be done is that there can be IMEI tracing, and if we were to contact somebody at the telecoms company in Ukraine to do an IMEI trace on your mobile phone, they could actually produce us a map of where that mobile phone has been since you've been in country, and because it's not so much the telephone number that's important, because each cell tower picks up the IMEI number, and we can also pick up that information as well from any Wi-Fi that you've connected to. So we can literally have a map of where you've been in country, and we can get times and dates of where that handset has
There's a
been.
reason when I was in Ukraine, I didn't use my phone from the U.S. and I was swapping SIM cards every week.
Yeah, and I've heard that as well, Sam. And I asked them that specific question.
So I'm just saying, mate. Right? I'm just
Okay,
saying.
you're interrupting me.
I'm just
You're
saying. So
interrupting
if we were to get that data
you're
and we
interrupting
were to
me. I was
correlate
going
it
to respond
onto
to you.
every one of your
I was
so-called
going to respond to you, but all you do is
things that you are
interrupt.
supposed to do, we'll be able to pinpoint exactly where you've
Okay.
been. We'll
So
be
let me-
literally able to
so
have a
you're
dot to
repeating
dot
yourself.
of
You're
where
repeating
you've
yourself.
been. We'll be able to
You're
see
repeating yourself.
exactly
You're repeating
how
yourself.
long that mobile device
You're
was in
repeating yourself.
was in
You're
area at
repeating
what
yourself.
time.
You
And
just
what we'll be
repeating.
able to do is
Sam,
at
are
the
you
end
not
of the
hearing
day-
her
at
repeat
the end of
herself?
the day,
You're literally just repeating herself over and over.
at the end of the day, you
Wait,
just
dude,
don't
we
like
have
it.
a simple question we can ask him to confirm
Cyber
any
guy,
of
she's
this.
repeating herself.
Okay, King, whatever your fucking name is. What comes first, the whistle or the crack? What comes first?
In Kharkiv.
No, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
Yeah. In Kharkiv, I was walking up.
Oh my lord! I don't need to
I heard a
fucking-
lot of
Okay.
I heard a lot of whistles up in Kharkiv going over my head.
What comes first, the whistle or the crack? Simple question. It's not.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who probably know the answer to that.
Okay,
it's
you're
based
avoiding the
upon-
fucking
it's based
question
upon-
because you
it's
don't
based-
The
know.
whistle.
It's based upon speed of sound.
Oh my lord!
And which comes first, crack or whistle?
The whistle.
I know what
Anyway,
you're talking about.
anyways,
Yeah,
it
thank
doesn't
you,
matter.
Cowboy. It does. Oh my lord!
It doesn't matter, guys. I had.
It actually
video.
does. It actually does.
If you
You're
geolocate,
full of shit. Thank you for
You
telling
can
me you're full of shit.
you can
Cool.
geolocate. But why do you guys care whether I was in Kharkiv?
Because
I mean, I
because
know
you're
you're just
lying.
trying to.
Because you're a stolen valor.
I
Wait,
wasn't
wait.
in the
You're
military
stolen
at
valor,
that
sick
time.
little
Oh my
puppy
God.
who should be
Can someone
who should be
mute
put
this
down.
crash out artist? Someone
Wait,
mute
hold
him.
on.
I'm not a crash out artist. The difference is
did.
I
Nancy,
actually
one second,
try and
one
keep
second.
it polite.
One
I'm
second.
done with being
Cyber, can you
polite to little
please
twats
say
like you.
something?
You are
Cyber.
fucking. You're a stolen valor.
Cyber,
You're a
can
liar.
you
You're a
please
cheat.
silence
You're a
this person?
scoundrel. You're a woman abuser.
Well,
Cyber.
Auntie,
You
one
do not
second,
deserve
one second,
to-
Auntie.
You do not deserve
Cyber.
to have this.
Megadishu, I will show you how a question should be answered. Hey, Cowboy, do you mind me asking you what comes first, the whistle or the crack?
But hold on, I never said I was in combat, so why would you even ask me that?
Because somebody who claims to
Cyber,
be
why
a
are you
special
letting her
force
answer?
who
Okay, oh
claims
my
to
lord.
it's
Why
an
are you
elite
letting her answer?
unit.
Stop.
Anybody,
Stop.
Can somebody
Okay.
mute Auntie, please?
Yes, one
anybody.
second.
One at a
So,
time. One at a time.
so what's this? No, because you have to go on these 5-minute long rants instead of answering a question. What's this? Hey, Sam, what comes first, a whistle or a crack?
It
What?
doesn't. What comes
God,
first?
I
And I
Whistle or
said
crack?
it depends on the distance.
Thank you.
It depends on
What?
the distance.
What,
If
what
it's
was the
up-
question?
And if it's up close, it's a crack. But if
What?
it's
What was the
but it's a long
question?
way away, you kind
Well,
of
I
hear the
asked him-
whistle and then the crack.
What comes
See, I
first,
asked
the
him
whistle or the
a
crack?
simple question.
Oh.
He wants to say he had all this stuff going on and da 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 da. Ask him a simple question. What comes
Okay.
first, the whistle or the crack?
Okay, but
Cowboy was able to answer
already
it without
said.
an 8-minute monologue.
Your mom does an 8 minute long. Listen, at the train station, I assure you, we didn't hear any whistles. We were far away from it. There was no whistles. Okay, all you could
But
hear
at a
is
train station, there was no whistle. That's funny.
Okay, see, Auntie, you're just bringing up.
Not even the
we're
two
trying to
tubes?
have a serious debate, and yet
No,
you
no,
just
no, no.
Not
I've
even
tried to have a serious debate with you. I've tried to have proper conversations, but
You're
every
not.
time you're
You
pressed,
just
every
monologue.
single
Somebody
time it's your
mute
mum.
this person.
No, the difference being is I know what the fuck
Somebody
I'm talking
mute
about.
this Auntie
The
person.
difference
It's
being
ridiculous.
I know what the fuck I'm talking
All
about.
Auntie does
You are
is
just
go
a
on monologues.
liar.
Wait,
She's
wait.
just a crash
Charlatan.
out.
I got a good question.
You're a
I-
woman
Somebody
abuser.
mute this Auntie person. Mute her.
Hold on, I got a real good question. Okay, as soon as you come out of the train station, what's on your left and what's on your right?
Buddy, I know
Hang
Kharkiv like the back of my fucking hand. Don't give me that
Sure
shit.
do. Okay,
I
okay,
know-
cool.
I
Hey,
was
hang on,
in-
Mikatoma, where's? Hang on. Mikatoma, where's 23 Monkeys?
Is that a pub in? Is that a pub?
Where's 23
Not-
Monkeys?
Is that in Kharkiv?
You
There's
should know what it
nothing-
is.
Nothing was open in Kharkiv.
That's
when
not
was
what I
there. The
asked you.
whole
You said you
thing-
knew it like the back of your hand. So where's 23 Monkeys?
You can ask me questions, but you weren't there in 2020.
Where's 23 Monkeys?
You weren't there.
23
You
Monkeys
weren't
was there. Where's 23
Nothing
Monkeys?
was open. No, it wasn't. Nothing was.
I didn't say it was open. I said, where is it? Where's 23 Monkeys?
whole
You said
city-
you.
Well, why would I go?
Cool.
Why would I
You
look
said
up
you knew it like the back of your hand, so you should know what's there.
I do know it like the back of my hand. I don't
So
know.
where's
every
23
little pub in
Monkeys?
town. I don't drink. I don't go to pubs. It wasn't open. Why would I know it's there? Why?
And by the way, I've got something for you guys. Hang on here. Another video from Mikatoma.
I finally figured out where exactly this ceasefire position.
Oh wait,
that
hang on. Sorry.
A lot of people have been very negative of TikTok, and when I bring it up, they're just weird about it. But what they were really trying to distract me was from the truth. And I've never had more fulfilling fun in my life than on the past few days on TikTok Live. Nothing in my life has ever compared to it. The boredom is like a thing of the past. It's so funny. Like, I've found the secret to life. A lot of people have...
TikTok lives are the secret to life, everybody.
It is. I'm having the time of my life right now. I stand behind that too. Sam, if you're in my position right now, you'd be thinking the same thing. I'm so not.
Oh, really?
Right
What,
now,
sitting
guys,
at a
it's
hotel?
Incredible.
Sitting at a hostel.
Can I describe Kharkiv to you? Can I describe
I-
Kharkiv?
Mikatoma, I lived in Kharkiv.
You know how many times I would just.
I lived in Kharkiv.
And I used to live in Dnipro.
Okay, I know Kharkiv very, very well.
Oh, not like the back of your hand anymore?
Well, if you know Kharkiv very well, how come you couldn't?
What are you laughing at,
The backtracking.
You can't tell me where 23 Monkeys is. One of the most popular establishments in all of Kharkiv.
It wasn't because.
I didn't say it was open.
Hold on, just because you're a coward and you came to the war late, you don't get to
Yeah.
come on here.
You
and-
calling
and
Sam a
just-
Yeah, I'm
I'm
a coward because I didn't come while I was actively enlisted in the U.S. military still. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should.
That's
It doesn't
hilarious.
matter. What's more important, this
What's
or,
more
being in
important?
the U.S. military? This is more important. So you can save your excuses for someone else.
Hold on.
And
Nancy, one
lying
second.
to people and being
And
fucking
someone
shit.
mute her.
No,
Someone mute her.
right. No, I'm
please.
calling you out, pal.
Wait,
you are so full of shit.
Wait, let Cowboy go.
And how dare you call Sam a coward? How fucking
All
dare
you do is go on
do not know.
monologues.
Shut the fuck
So
up, bitch.
boring. Someone
Shut the
mute
fuck
Auntie, it's
up.
fine. Hang on. Auntie, it's fine. Hang on. Let Cowboy go real quick.
He adds nothing to the conversation.
Shush. No. Cowboy's going. Everyone else muted. Cowboy, go ahead.
Okay, if Sam is such a coward, sorry, Sam, how come Sam volunteered his own time, his own money to come over to Ukraine to train Ukrainians? You know how hard it is to train Ukrainians? It is difficult. The language barrier, the culture, plus intimate threats of all kinds, which you should already know.
Using
because you've
vacation
done
time
so
from work.
much. So why are you calling Sam out when you have done nothing?
Here's
Exactly.
why: the most dangerous time was when the war started. Everything was up in the air. People and I'm not saying I don't.
Mikatoma, have you been to the front?
I'm not saying.
Have you been to the
thank you
front
for
lines?
Thank you for interrupting me.
I don't
Thank you,
care.
really-
Have you been to the front
I
lines,
really don't care
Mikatoma?
Because this is an echo chamber.
Have you been to the front
That's what
lines?
this is.
That's not what an echo chamber is. Have you been to the
Yeah,
front
it
lines,
is.
Mikatoma?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Why
Have
do you keep asking me the same question?
have you been to the front lines, Mikatoma?
Sam, this is an echo chamber.
Have you been to the front lines, Mikatoma?
I can make it a non. I can make it a non.
Mikatoma, I've been to the front lines.
Good.
Wait, hold
I'm-
on.
do
He,
you want
he
a
says
cookie?
this is an echo chamber. One second.
Sam seems like he wants a cookie.
Okay,
Want a cookie,
Megadishu,
buddy?
calm the fuck down.
I
take a
lived
breath.
on the front lines.
Do you
Migadishu.
want a cookie too? You guys all want cookies?
You know what? I think I might just go grab some Chips Ahoy's right now.
Wait, hold on.
No. I'll make you a cookie.
What
Sounds like
a
that's what you
fucking
want.
venereal disease. Calm down. Let me.
Your mom has a
fucking-
venereal disease. Can we
She
just
probably
kick
does,
Auntie
but that's
off
an
this
astute
live? She has
observation, not an
nothing.
insult.
It's not even
Calm
Auntie
down.
talking.
It's me, the dude right above you. I love how
Yeah,
your
I know,
powers
but
of
why is she still
observation
here?
fucking doesn't work. You said this is an echo chamber. Watch this. Hey, Sam, do you like pineapples on your pizza?
Yes. Well, hold on.
I do.
Only if it's Hawaiian pizza.
Okay, I do not. Cool. We
Yeah,
solved the
same here.
problem.
Fuck
this is
you.
no longer an echo chamber. This is no longer an echo chamber. Cool.
Fucking move on from the echo chamber. No one gives a shit, bro.
I disagree with Cyber on
Oh,
Trump,
Cyber,
I'm
when
pretty
you say
sure.
Sam, we're both named Sam.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I live in a border state, that's why.
I just think we need to be very
So do
careful
I.
with what Auntie is saying.
My man, wait, which one do you live in? What the fuck?
I'm in Texas.
Motherfucker has AZ for life, bro. I got better Mexican food than you.
No, you don't. I've had your
Why are you
Mexican
guys
food.
trying
It's
to change the
trash.
subject? Boring.
You better take that fucking back.
My man,
Why are you guys trying to?
Tex-Mex ain't
why are you
shit. I'll say that. All the white people in Texas go, Tex-Mex is our Mexican food. That's fucking garbage. I've had actual Mexican food. It's LA and San Diego, number one. And then it's Southern Texas. And then maybe Arizona.
Wait.
You guys are boring, cowboy.
He's getting a way better like he's having a more
Cowboy's
intellectual
hearing where to get the
conversation.
best Mexican food in the United States right now.
No, cowboy has shit to do. His time is valuable. You guys are boring.
I don't know. I honestly don't know because I'm Canadian, and when I did travel down the States, the only place I ever had Mexican food was Laredo, Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this has nothing to do with cowboy. So why are you having this conversation?
Why are you deflecting? Because we don't care about you or your opinion. Because it's jack shit.
Your mom's jack shit, buddy.
Good job.
I didn't know
Good
what
job,
it
buddy.
said, so that was
Take a
trying
knee,
to...
take a knee and drink some water. I'll give you some ibuprofen later.
Your mom should
But
take a
again,
knee and drink some water.
That's probably more than what you would do at
Okay,
this
so
point,
what
my
is
dude.
cowboy doing right now, guys? What is cowboy doing right now? So is that OPSEC
Showing
or
us.
no?
No,
really?
he's not showing location. He's showing himself. He's
No,
showing
he's
a
showing-
vehicle. He's not
No,
showing
he
that person's face. And the people that he
No,
had, hang on, and the people that he has had around him that I've seen on his live stream are okay with themselves being on camera because they've said that they're okay with being on
I
camera.
never showed anyone's face, and he just showed an umbrella.
An umbrella, oh my god. Ooh. A dangerous umbrella.
Well, you can
Sam,
yeah,
Sam,
you can,
I didn't know that fucking umbrellas were sensitive items.
Hold on, I know that car alarm. I'm coming. I know where you are. I'm on my way.
Yeah,
and now he's
yeah,
showing,
cowboy, I know
showing buildings.
exactly.
Now he's showing buildings. We just dropped buildings.
Oh,
No, we're
shut
not.
up, Nikotoma. You don't even know you were 93. You wouldn't know where he was anyway.
Oh, wait,
Man,
Cowboy, hang on. I got to turn your camera off if you're going to do that. Because you can't be on that thing on camera.
Oh yeah. Oh, right.
Dude, let's not
I'll do it,
not get the live ban. Here, I'll mute you while you're
Oh, my
while you're driving. I mean, you're totally not. You're in an Uber.
But you can,
Yeah.
you can
He's operating his off.
Oh God! It sets his microphone's off, but I can still hear him.
It's not. It's still on my end.
Cowboy, mute! Cowboy, mute! No, don't rev! Mute!
1 second.
I don't know why it matters where I
Cowboy,
am
you're
right
going
now.
through the next 20 years for fuck's sake.
Oh God.
You
God,
have-
Auntie, go crash out somewhere else.
Oh, fuck
So,
off.
venereal disease.
Wait,
Hey,
Cowboy,
you know
mute!
what?
Cowboy,
Can you hear
mute!
me now?
Yes, but if we're on, we can still hear you.
King Mikatoma, the only thing you're king of.
Can
is-
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Go crash
Oh
out somewhere
fuck!
else.
Okay, I gotta drop you to reset.
Oh, shut up, you respawn hero. Or
Your
you have-
mom's a respawn.
or-
Auntie,
or-
go crash
you're
out somewhere
a
else.
respawn hero that's played Call of Duty.
Your mom's a
and-
respawn,
and
yeah.
you spent way too long in the basement.
Auntie,
And
you
were
you
trustful,
you
baby.
contribute
were trustful,
nothing to this
baby.
conversation.
Did you go and try? Excuse me. Did you go and try?
You contribute
and play
nothing to
war?
this
Did you play
conversation.
war and you were so inadequate as a man? They just
All
took
you
one look at you
do-
and went, "Oh no, we're not
Monologue.
even. You know, we feel sorry for the Russians at this point." You know, that's the reality. Oh, and now you. And now
No
you're
one
doing
wants
the
to hear that.
snoring. And now you're doing the snoring. You're doing the absolute asinine, pathetic shit that you always
Your
do.
mom's
because
asinine,
you're,
pathetic
because
shit.
because you're just a little child.
Your mom's a
You're-
little
You're
child.
stolen valor. You've
Your
never
mom's
actually
stolen
done anything
valor.
practical. Again, you take advantage of women in war-torn.
Your mom takes advantage of
war-torn
women.
areas, and
Oh,
you,
yeah,
and all
yeah,
you've got
you
is your
do.
mum jokes back. You're an
All
absolute
you
pathetic,
do is
exclusive
crash
human
out,
being,
Auntie.
and I
Auntie,
hope
all you
somebody
do is
takes
crash
the love
out.
hammer
Go
to
crash
both
out
your
somewhere else.
testicles. I hope someone takes a lump hammer to both of your testicles.
I hope your mom takes both of
because
your
you're
testicles.
absolutely.
Why
because
not
you're an
have to?
absolute
Because he
pathetic
really needs to go
individual.
and get tested at the moment.
Your mom needs to get really needs
No,
to get
I
tested.
really would advise you, Mikatoma, to go and get tested. Because I
Your
am
mom needs to
telling
get
you
tested.
now, I am serious now. That country is rife at
I
the
know
moment
that,
with
Emma. I know
HIV.
that.
So
You don't think I
why
know
on
that?
earth are you in the brothels and shit then?
Nobody said I was in the brothels. Nobody
Yes,
said
you
I was
have.
in the brothels.
You said your words were you thought the massage parlors was shit. Now,
No,
for
I
those
never
you,
said that.
oh,
You're
yes, you fucking
conflating
did.
me with
Yes,
someone
you
else.
Wait,
I
fucking
never
did.
said
hold on.
that.
Yes, you
One second.
fucking did.
No, I didn't.
Wait, hold on. You said there's shit and whatnot. Do you think they're just not putting out effort because you're not worth the time?
Your mom's not worth the time, cyber guy.
She definitely isn't, but that's an astute observation,
Cyber.
not an insult.
Cyber, the reality is
Your mom's
that
an
when he
astute
turns
Wait,
up
hold
at the
on, hold on.
brothel-
Hannah's new to the conversation. I know you've been following along though, Hannah. Hannah, what would you like to contribute?
Do you know what? This dude, Mikatona, what are you actually bringing to Ukraine and to the Ukrainians? Please explain without saying your mom.
If you ask me a genuine question, I will respond genuinely.
Go on then. What are you bringing to Ukraine?
Okay,
and to the
you're the
Ukrainian
one.
people?
You're the one not letting me go on. So here, and I'll say that again. You've obviously not been watching long enough. What I'm bringing, and I think what every Westerner bringing to Ukraine, is that they're bringing awareness to the cause. So by the
You're
way, I am
pissing
going-
people off and making them not want to help. I have seen you go into left-leaning lives that are overwhelmingly supportive of Ukraine and piss people off and make them not want to support Ukraine. You contribute
mom.
nothing.
Your mom contributes nothing.
How old are you?
How old your mother?
She is. How old am I?
Bro.
She's
not this
60
single shit again.
actually.
Hello,
I
cowboy.
believe she's
That's all
60.
he has. That's all he
Please
has.
answer me
That's all
this.
your mom
How
has.
old are you? Seriously, because all you say is your mom, your mom, your mom. You are very immature to
Your
be
mom's
in a
very
fucking
immature.
war zone. To be in a fucking war zone, you are a danger. More
Your mom's
than
a
the
danger.
Russians at the moment to the Ukrainians.
Your mom's a
Mikatoma,
danger.
it's the reason.
Auntie, go crash
I
out
bet you
somewhere
this
else.
guy.
This is what you're
I
doing.
bet you
You're
that-
telling your mum, mate, I'm gonna fuck your dad and make you my stepson and get him the fuck out of Ukraine.
I'll make your mom.
Oh, wait, Hannah, do you want his dad's number?
Yes, please.
Your mom will be my
Daddy.
stepson.
Mikatoma, the only
Hey,
reason
you know what I
disappointed
can
with the
do,
brothels-
Sam?
Auntie, go crash out somewhere else.
The only
Wait,
reason
hold
you were
on.
disappointed with the brothels
Sam.
is when
Hold
it
on.
turns out
Hold on, cowboy.
Somebody
Yeah,
mute
cowboy.
Emma.
It wasn't even Emma talking.
You know,
That is
She
the
was
only
Sam.
reason why you're disappointed with the brothels when you turned
Not
up. at
Emma.
the
I mean
benefit of
Auntie.
things that
Someone
you
someone
did.
mute Auntie. Cowboys know us to say.
Okay.
you know what I can do, Sam?
Huh.
I can call a certain recruiting place to make sure he is not put in any.
Oh, he's been
unit.
blacklisted. He's already blacklisted.
Can someone get me his dad's number? Because he keeps
Oh.
going about people's moms. I'm gonna fuck his dad. Seriously. And I'm gonna discipline him to the point of putting him on fucking
Yeah,
time
Hannah,
out.
can you
See,
Hannah,
this
can
is
you-
the
Hannah,
energy.
Hannah,
This is the
Hannah,
energy we need.
Hannah, can you take all of his?
Take it one for the team.
I'm taking one for the fucking
Yeah,
team. I'm
take
taking
his
one for the
inheritance from him.
Ukrainians at this
Take
point.
his inheritance from him, please. Take his inheritance from
Take
him.
your mom. I'll take your mom's inheritance, Auntie.
She's already
Listen,
dead, you
Hannah.
fuckwit.
Hannah, I think you've come over to my side, and you know, welcome to the club.
Mate, welcome to the
Oh,
club.
wait, what club? Fucking your dad?
What?
That's a weird club.
Wait,
to be a
wait,
part of.
wait, wait, did you just say you fuck your
I
dad?
don't want to be part of that.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
just
a
say you
weird
fucked
one,
your
bro.
dad?
He did.
Did
He did. He
how-
just
how-
admitted
how-
to that.
did-
He's like, welcome to the team. Like, that means you fucked your dad, bro.
How many
No,
times have
your
you sucked?
mom
How many
fucks
times
your
have you
dad.
sucked your dad? How many times have you
Obviously,
sucked
that's
your
how
dad
I'm
off?
here.
But
Wait, hold
Toma,
on, hold on. He said my mom fucks my dad. That's great.
Alright,
How-
listen,
can
I'm
we-
all
can
up,
we-
you know what, right? I'm all about fucking people's dads, yeah, but I ain't out here being incest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What?
how many times have you sucked your dad off, Mikatoma?
Wait, hold on.
How many
I
times your
got a
mom
very
sucked me off there, Auntie?
I have a very inappropriate joke I want to make.
If my
Go
mother
crash
has
out
done
somewhere
that
else.
to my father, that's a perfectly
Nah.
natural thing to do. A son fucking sucking
Auntie,
his father off is
go
not
crash
natural.
out somewhere else. Cowboy, that
I
looked like
think
good
I think
corn.
I've reached
Good
my
corn
I think
season?
I've reached my Mikatoma limit for the day. All right,
Oh,
so
thank
I'm
God.
gonna have to go in a few minutes. Now
come here,
I'm
buddy.
gonna do something that I don't think I've ever done on a live, and I'm going to reach out for something. So I don't normally talk about my personal life on these live streams, but recently something occurred that kind of fucked me up quite a bit. Basically, to cut long story short, I have had my new son in the NICU for the last 7 days due to a doctor fucking up, and we're basically trying to file a lawsuit soon, but we're already pretty much like $15,000 into medical bills. And I don't like doing this because I normally everything I make goes to Ukraine. But if you guys want to help out to make things a little bit easier, basically I just had to deal with my newborn having hypothermia, meningitis, and severe jaundice to the point of near liver failure. And it's been quite a fucking rough week. If you guys want to help out, though, you fucking donate here if you want. If you want to go to the link tree in my bio, I've got some of my stuff there. On the bright side, things should be looking up today. Everything should be coming home. I should be able to take off this little fucking NICU bracelet today. But yeah, I know some of the other people already talked about it. Hebrew Hammer brought it up. Rabbi said some prayers for me on some lives. Bracha brought it up. But it's been that. If for those of you wondering where I've been, by the way, for like the last week and a half, that's where I've been. I have basically been sitting in a NICU room 24/7 for the past week, and that shit fucking blows. I did not think that something like that would emotionally break me as much as it did. I will say that as a grown man, I was standing there crying over my infant as he sat there and screamed for 6 hours straight to the point where he passed out from exhaustion and had to eat from a fucking tube because he didn't have enough energy to latch on. And that was fucking rough. I appreciate anyone who supports. Again, this is probably the first time I've ever actually done this, but it's there's a lot of stuff the insurance, it turns out, is not covering. So that's been a fun thing to find out in the last few days, gathering up thousands of dollars in bills, only to find out, oh, hey, that's not covered. Oh, hey, that's not covered. It's been great.
Is your PayPal in your link tree?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if it fucking works. I've had someone tell me it didn't work before, but
Messages on Instagram, your PayPal.
it is in the link to my bio. If you want to message me, you can. But yeah, yeah, that's where I've
Send me
been.
the link.
That's where I've been the last week and a half or so. It was an exciting moment, bringing something into the world, coming home as a family. And then it was basically a call at midnight to 911 going, my child's hypothermic, please help. So that's,
Good.
yeah, no, and we had a doctor who openly admitted that she ignored all her instruments 6 separate times and just then later admitted, oh yeah, I've never dealt with a hypothermic baby, so I didn't even know what to do.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I'm coming
I
for,
thought my healthcare system
I'm
sucked.
coming for that medical license.
Oh, bro, do it.
No, it's
Oh,
not
no,
it's
no.
it's
Go for
it's
it, man.
not it's not the NICU that I have to pay for right now. It's like, so they signed him up for phototherapy equipment at home, and they delivered us phototherapy equipment at home. We didn't even get to use it. They delivered it that night at midnight. At 1 a.m., my son was in an ambulance.
Oh, that's.
Didn't
How are you and your wife doing, Sam?
been better, but we're pulling through. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with us, but it's been a rough week. Like my parents actually dropped everything, put their dogs in a kennel, and drove out to watch the other ones. So
Like, how many kids do you
Bro.
have, Sam?
2. But yeah, that's
Okay.
all. I mean, I might like. Here's the thing too. I've been keeping my real name private for a long time because of freaking reasons, obviously. And even the Russians never found out my real name. But in basically in a couple days, you guys will see my real name anyways, because I'm going to be actually taking my actual official step on the political stage and going public with the stuff I do behind the scenes for work. I do political advisory stuff, and foreign affairs committee stuff, and I'm going to be going public in a bunch of videos where I'm going to be speaking to a bunch of congressmen and senators in DC on the 9th. So basically, me using Sam41 is a thing of the past, starting on the 9th. So that involves me being public, my family probably being public as well, especially if I'm going to be running for office, because, I can't really hide who the fuck my family is if I'm running for office. So, yeah.
I can remember asking you what your name was when you was Guntalk. So
Yeah.
we ain't gonna keep calling you Guntalk.
Yeah, because Sam's not my real name. Oh shit, I forgot. By the way, thanks for the guys on TikTok or Twitter and Twitch and YouTube who've been following and subbing. I appreciate that. I completely forgot about you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Sam's not my real name. Sam41 has been my call sign since I worked at the police department before I joined the Marine Corps, and I just kept it.
Yeah, Naomi.
Yeah, no,
Guntalk,
I'm
and I
not
was like,
gonna
what
lie.
is your real
My
name?
my real name is Sam.
Yeah.
So, what's your real name? So,
Oh,
Sam,
you'll
I'm
find
sorry,
out in
no
a
matter
couple
what your
days.
name is-
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no matter what your name is, I'm still calling you Sam. Sorry.
That's fine. Again, Sam41's my call sign. So.
So does that mean we're
Bro-
going to have to behave when we're on your panels from now
Oh,
on?
absolutely not.
Oh, by the way, bro.
In all
Oh,
fairness,
by the way,
it
bro,
would
to
be
go
weird
back
to
to
call you your
Hang
real
on.
name.
Cowboy first, then Hannah.
Go on, cowboy.
Bro, I totally understand how you're feeling, probably as much because my son, when he was born, my first son, he was born stillborn, and luckily, my doctors knew what the heck to do, and they were able to bring him back. He's suffering now, like slow mentally, but I
Fuck,
definitely
man, I'm sorry.
understand how you would feel. No, everything's fine now. He's just a little slower, but you know what I mean. God bless his soul. Like I'm so grateful to
that
our
was
doctors. You
that
know what I
was him on day 3. He was in an incubator for a while, hooked up. I had to sit there and watch my son as he got a spinal tap at 3 days old.
Oh, bro, I had that happen to my daughter. Oh, that's the worst.
He was so exhausted from screaming that he screamed when they first put the needle in and just went silent. I've held myself from crying for a lot of things in life. That one broke me. That was rough.
That's not a nice one to
Yeah.
go through. Been there.
Yeah, he's off.
Yeah,
He's
I-
off the
I-
UV
like I said,
lights.
I know the feeling.
He's off the UV lights. The incubator has been opened. He's been maintaining his body temperature on his own for the past 24 hours. The antibiotics have worked. The meningitis that he was diagnosed with has not been bacterial. So, that's the fucking good thing, because that's the really, really bad one. Everything should be okay. It's going to be a long road of lawsuits too. I was told to get the best Jewish lawyer I can find.
Well, you do know Hebrew Hammer. So,
Hammer, give me the best Jewish lawyer. But yeah, so sorry for everyone that I've been
Yeah.
kind of ignoring
But yeah,
messages for
man,
the
no,
last few
like-
weeks too. Go ahead, Cowboy.
No, bro, it's totally understandable. It's totally understandable, and everybody who's actually been in Ukraine, like guys like me who've known what you've done here, and knowing the the extra time that you go onto these here platforms to help support, guys like me, guys like our friends that we both know and stuff like that. They are still supporting us on your own free time.
Dude, you went
know what I
over with
mean? Like,
multiple
we're
kids.
so grateful for your help.
You guys, you went over with multiple kids. Like, fuck. To put it into perspective, when I went to Ukraine, the day after I left, my first kid, my daughter said her first word, Dada. I missed her first word, her first crawl, my birthday, and Father's Day. And even that is nothing compared to like what someone like Cowboy's gone through. You've got more kids than I do and more to lose, and you're actively on the front lines. Like you've actually been to the front lines to fight. I have just been to the front lines and gone, oh God, I really hope something doesn't hit me.
People don't think of that though, do they?
No.
They really don't. I mean, this is what I argue the same. When I go out with aid, I'm leaving 5 children behind and 2 children with disabilities every time.
And people ask all the time too, like, why would you do that?
I almost bought it.
People ask all the time, even my parents, like, why are you doing that? You have kids. Why are you doing this? I'm like, well, because my family's not being bombed for simply existing. They are.
Wait, Sam, can I ask you a question?
What?
Is training the Ukrainians way better than training the AMP?
100%. So with the ANA and everything, think about it this way. You've got a bunch of guys who really don't give a fuck. They're not really that motivated, and they'll go with whoever's in charge. They're just kind of there to collect a paycheck and keep busy during the day. With the Ukrainians, you have a people who are fighting for their literal existence. You have a people who are highly motivated. You don't need to do nation rebuilding. They're already somewhat organized. They already have a command structure. And they're fighting for their fucking existence. They will not stop fighting. They are there to listen to you. Like, dude, it was to the point where I had older Ukrainian officers who didn't like the old Soviet ways and realized that times needed to change for their country, that they would... I had a 60-year-old battalion commander smacking the phones out of dudes' hands for not paying attention to us while we were instructing and hopping in drills and clearing rooms while taking point. Because it was that fucking important to him. When was the last time you saw a fucking 60-year-old ANA commander hop in a room clearing drill and take point with his guys? And tell them, you better fucking pay attention.
Yeah, no, they didn't give 2 fucks. I'm sorry, training these dudes on how to do basic morning PT was brutal enough.
Oh, I love those jumping jacks videos.
Dude, I just showed the Aussies a bunch of those because they didn't believe me. I was like, these guys, like, me and Lion have been like telling them this entire time, like, no, they're not the brightest bulbs. Like, they were definitely the guys that got left out on the illumination training, and they didn't believe me. So I had to show them the videos, and he was.
Dude, you just need a bunch of Jamsheeds.
Oh Jesus!
Bring back Jamshed.
I know what that is.
Bring back Jamshed.
Hey Sam.
Okay, sir. I'm getting to my house. I'm gonna drop. Have a good one.
Glad we could entertain you for your last period at work.
Oh my man, I've been out of work for the last like 40-something minutes. I've been floating my way home, as I'm gonna call it for TikTok terms of service.
Well, what's it there? What was I gonna say there? Yeah, friggin'. Well, you guys remember the unit I was with last?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
I'm very quickly. one of my cousins
Yeah.
is
Well,
in Belfast.
anyways.
Wait, hang on.
I got word
Hang on,
there
Auntie.
the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I got word there the other day. Out of our entire group, there's now only 3 of us left.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Auntie?
I was going to say, one of my cousins out at Colorado, if I remember rightly, they do malpractice law.
Can they practice in Texas?
That's what I'm going to find out. I'll send them a
So
message.
here, let me put it this way, Auntie. anyone who takes this is probably going to be taking it pro bono because it's that open and shut. I have a doctor on recording, thank God for single party consent state, admitting to ignoring her equipment, saying that she thought it was wrong after 6 separate readings of severe hypothermic temperatures on a 3-day-old infant. Openly admitting that her practice sucks and has dropped their standards and needs to tighten up. I can't believe she fucking said that. And then also admitting she's never dealt with a hypothermic baby and didn't know what to do anyways.
Okay, I'll message my cousin. I'll see if they've got the ability to practice in Texas, and if they have, I'll get them to contact you.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. My kids are going to college for free.
Yeah.
Don't you get like practice? Do you know the ones that's going through like college and school and stuff? And you?
Oh, no, this was my kid's pediatrician.
Oh no, you don't want them.
This was my kid's pediatrician. Oh, lawyers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Can take your
Yeah, no,
case
you don't
on
want.
as
You want
part of
somebody with
that.
experience that
No,
can easily open and shut it.
I will message my cousin later on this evening and just and have a little chat on the phone and see if I can help out with you.
Zaid.
Okay.
Dope.
Absolutely disgusting.
All right, Sam, I'm gonna jump off, brother. I'm gonna say a prayer for your kid. I'm gonna say a prayer for
Thank
you.
you.
Tonight, all right.
Thank you.
Talking about healthcare.
Stay safe, cowboy.
I gotta go and take care of my dad. So
All right, we'll go. See you. Bye.
take care of yourself, okay?
Yep. I gotta go find someone with a 3D printer and hope to God they'll let me borrow it. for or not a 3D printer, laser engraver. I'm making business cards. I can't show it because it'll give away all the information. But I'm making business cards for my trip to DC because me and my friend are gonna be like, just fucking take my business card. They've got QR codes. They've got a name, phone number, what our position is, the basics. It's just a very basic, simple business card, but it's engraved or in metal on a metal card.
Oh.
So it's very professional and it stands out. But the problem is I moved my laser engraver by 1 inch and then it stopped working.
Oh, you should have put it in gold and then you would have been in competition with the gold card.
Oh my God. But yeah, it's got a QR code, and if you scan the QR code, it just automatically adds me to your contacts and gives you like my full name, my job, my LinkedIn, and my email and my phone number.
Yeah, going back to your full name, your first name, right? When you gave it me back then, when you was Gun Talk, it's going to be weird now. You're still going to be Sam.
Yeah, you're always going to be Sam.
You're always gonna be Sam.
Trying to get into signal chats.
When I found out his real name, I was like, that's not real.
Yeah, you don't. Your name don't match you.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Honestly, have
It
you?
matches him.
Why, Sam told
Change your name. Legally change your name.
No.
I've got to go, Sam. Godspeed to you and your wife, and I hope everything works out.
Thank you.
Sure. And I'll be in touch when I can over the next day or so and see what response I get off of the family up in Colorado.
Gotcha.
Okay? Lots
Dope.
of love to you and your wife.
Thank you. Anushka, I mean, you know my name. Well, you know the name I go by.
I know both.
Fuck, I forgot I have you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Doxing time. Sorry.
Do you know how they make like metal wallets for like so people can't like steal your information with those scanner things? Does that little it would be cool if that little metal business card does the same thing if like you keep it with your other cards.
Can't you depot your name?
What?
Can't you just like go under depot and depot your name to Sam?
What the fuck can I get a translator?
Depot is basically where you in the UK. So if you go to Depot, you can change your name from one name to another.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Please change your name.
No.
That makes so much more sense.
Sam41 is my call sign. It's a part of like my background, but it's not like my real name. When I do my political stuff, I will be going by my real name.
Please don't.
It just ages.
So should the ballot with my name just say Sam41?
Your real
Isn't
name
that-
just is so
isn't that-
confusing to me.
It's an old man's name.
No,
You're 30.
it's not an old man's name.
Yeah, it is.
No,
You can shorten it to an old man's name.
that's also not an old man's name.
Yeah, it is. When you think of like
Not in
70-year-old
America.
We'll have some Italian.
Anyways, I stand where Ukraine. Russia is messed up. Ukraine is the best. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Have a Ukraine.
Did we just have a drive-by child support?
Yeah. That was adorable. It's cute when it's.
All right. What is it, Clarence? Hello, Slavic.
Everybody I know with that name is like super Italian American or like.
I have
actually-
zero Italian.
That's why your name is stupid.
English, French, and German.
Not with a name like that, you won't. It's old-fashioned.
I will bring the Sherman name back to my family, though. Because my grandfather was the last one to carry the Sherman name.
I
Fucking
don't
fuck
mean
the
this
South.
with any offense, but to me, you look like your name would be something generic like Chris.
They do look like a Chris.
Or like William.
Anushka, can you say Allahu Akbar for me? Is it Ulysses? No, my name is not Ulysses. Oh, okay. Beck's gonna re-request. I won't say it, but I'll do it.
Hey guys, how we doing?
What's up?
I just wanted to help get some clarification on a point that I know about, just for when I run into the Russia simps.
Yep.
When it comes to the funding that the US has given, am I correct in assuming it's going money to Ukraine, then to European nations to buy their equipment, and then that money goes back to the US to buy replacement?
Depends on what it is. So, like, if it's munitions that America is providing. So normally, we have stuff that let's say I have an artillery shell that is made in a U.S. Factory. That artillery shell has a shelf life of 12 to 15 years. It sits at a U.S. stockpile to be used, or sits in a U.S. armory. When it reaches that 15-year mark, it goes immediately to the foreign aid stockpile. We then have to use the U.S. tax dollars from the United States defense budget to replenish that shell that is now expired. And there's shells expiring every single day as it goes by, and you just replace them one at a time. With some of the money for Ukraine, though, what it's doing is going directly to those companies to replenish our active stockpile so that we are no longer paying for that replacement shell. So Ukraine is still getting our old shells, but we are using the Ukraine money to pay for the replacement shell. Some of the stuff that goes into Europe, yes, it has been used for some of the equipment. Like, we made a deal with a couple countries to sell to the United States some of their older Soviet vehicles in order to send them to Ukraine, and in exchange we gave them a discount on American equipment. But like a lot of stuff that Europe makes, that's not coming from the US dollar. Like a lot of the funding for Ukraine, we have allocated 180 billion. Of that 180 billion, we've realistically only spent around 70 billion. And most of that has been in something called equivalent equipment value. So let's say a Humvee today, it is worth $10,000. You and I can go to a government auction website right now and buy that Humvee for $10,000, drive it off the lot. 20 plus years ago, when it was brand new, that thing was $100,000. But when we send an aid package to Ukraine, that aid package doesn't say the truth of $10,000 worth of 20 plus year old crap that we were never going to use again, and that we pay more money to store than we could just offering it on someone else. That aid package says $100,000 for that one vehicle. So when we send an aid package of 10 Humvees to Ukraine, it doesn't say the truth of $100,000 for the shit. It says $1 million to Ukraine. So that's where a lot of the money from the value comes from. That plus, like I mentioned, the replenishing our own stockpile. Basically, if we can use their money for it, why not? And I can't remember what the other one was. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, essentially, because I'm pretty sure I've heard Poland specifically giving off air support, not air support, air defense weaponry, and I believe fighters, and they're restocking with American weapons. So
Oscar, who are the other European countries who have sent aircraft to Ukraine?
Well, depending on which kind of aircraft you're talking
And
about,
any
so
of them,
the-
any airframe.
so
Actually,
all-
I'll clarify. I'll clarify. Any airframe, but with the promise of getting a discount on U.S. equipment in replacement for their own stockpile. So, like the countries that gave all their shit to Ukraine in exchange for like the 10% discount on the F-35s.
So, for example, all the Baltic nations, all the Eastern European nations that had like any form of old Soviet anything, they gave most of it away for that promise that you're saying to be able to buy not only F-35 but like other U.S. weaponry. And so that was the Baltic nations, the Eastern Europeans.
Yeah.
You know, they got discounted for air defense. They got, you know, more Patriot batteries.
Oh yeah, like what is it? Poland just received 400 M1 A2 SEP V3 Abrams tanks.
Yeah, for example.
And they're which means they're transitioning off the Leopard because Germany gave them the permission to off-put all their Leopards, which means they don't fucking need them anymore. So the entire industry with their Leopards, all the maintenance equipment, all that stuff, all of that's now going to be going to Ukraine. Because why the fuck do they need them anymore? They're going to Abrams. So like that's where a lot of the money goes to. Like we give a discount, you give your equipment to Ukraine, we give you massive discount.
Yeah, and that's total gain for the U.S. There's no loss for the U.S. there. There's loss for Germany, because Germany made the Leopards at that time.
Get fucked, Germany.
You know, but there's total gain for the U.S. and that goes in so many different directions when it comes to stockpile. And while you were mentioning with the munitions, the artillery shells and all that stuff, that everything has a shelf life. Not only the artillery, every single munition in the U.S. stockpile has a shelf life. The more complex it is, the shorter the shelf life. For the PAC missiles, and you know, that are used for the Patriot system, it has the shortest shelf life, you know, and the shortest of them all is the PAC-3 one, which is the most complex air defense missile that you can put on the Patriot, and so it's still considered drawdown to the ones that got sent to Ukraine. So it's like there's just additional information on that.
That was a lot of information. Still trying to process it.
Yeah,
but,
it's a data dump. I know I've got a video somewhere on the breakdown of how the 8 packages work, but it's a lot of information. But like specifically something you can reference too, with the United States is America Ukraine Lend Lease 2022. Reference the Ukraine Democracy Defense Lend Lease Act of 2022. So this was passed by Congress. This isn't. So what this goes into is that like we're not even just giving like the stuff that we directly give to Ukraine, like in those aid packages. We're not even just giving it to them. Like I said, we're charging them full sticker value. That Humvee's not worth $100,000, but we're charging them $100,000 with the expectation that eventually they will pay it off. Similar to England and France in World War II. Everyone bitched about that, but eventually England paid it off. Granted, they paid it off by 2006, but they still paid it off.
And that goes with the munitions as well, which is $10,000 per round of new, like,
yeah, depending on what type it is. It could be a couple $100, could be a couple $1,000, could be $20,000, depending on what it is.
Yeah, like with the 155, like the what was it called, the long range one, the 60
Excalibur.
The Excalibur. That's like, I don't know, like 60,000 or whatever. So that's full sticker value, and so that's just like a non-starter. But you know,
an Excalibur round costs $68,000 US, brand new.
Yeah. So like, So in terms of like aid packages, the U.S. actually probably in total value only about maybe 10 billion, maybe like this is like really putting it high up there, maybe 10 billion that ever got to Ukraine from the U.S. taxpayer.
Yeah, most of it. If you go to UkraineOversight.gov, you can actually see where all the spending goes. You can they have an interactive map. I can't remember where on the website, but it's under the funding tab that shows that most of the money that we have allocated to them is either in equivalent equipment value, like I said, where those aid packages show the money that the equipment's worth, and then the rest of it has gone directly into the United States economy. You can even see which states have benefited the most. Like map of which states benefit from Ukraine funding.
That's all red states.
I heard it was Alabama and Arkansas.
Okay, here we go. For FY22 to FY23, let's look at where $24 billion went to. So we've got 28 million here. Texas got 930 million. Who had the most? We've got 684 million in Ohio. 1,000 million? What? Hello?
Billion, sir.
Hello? 1,964 million? What? I think we fucked up here. Yeah, this is $24 billion that has been spread across the United States for different countries or companies that make stuff for the defense industry, for stuff that has a shelf life. So pretty much all of this stuff, all the money going to these places is going to replace something that's already in the U.S. stockpiles that's actively expiring, that rather than go directly to our foreign aid stockpile, now just go straight to Ukraine. So those, like the HIMARS rockets, the ATACMS,
Right.
The ATACMS rockets that we have given to Ukraine, if you look at the production lot numbers on them, they were manufactured in 1991. They are literally the first ever ATACMS missiles we ever made. We can't use those anymore. By our own standards, we would never throw that in a fucking HIMARS vehicle ever.
Yeah, and we have discontinued. You have discontinued the manufacturing of ATACMS.
We have started them back up again.
Okay, sorry. What you had at the time that they were given, it was discontinued, and there's another thing, like all of this trade stuff, which is so funny because like all of this arguing over F-16, can you get F-16, F-16, it's a pretty good jet, but like the Gripen is a much better jet for Ukraine. Because of the landing strips, because it could land on any road and all that stuff. It was made for shorter distances. It's a much better fighter for Ukraine. But you there's a lot more of the F-16. But now, nations are moving towards Sweden instead of the F-35. You lost a bunch of contracts for the F-35.
There's been over 300. There's been over 300 out of 930 planes that have been canceled.
Yeah, which is, by my math, 1/3. So, yeah.
Hello, I just wanted to come up because I heard you mentioned Sweden for fighter jet.
Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Sweden.
Hello in Sweden.
Hello, Oscar. Are you Iceland from Iceland?
Yeah, Oscar Hallgrímsson. Yeah.
Wait, you're from Iceland? I couldn't hear. You have to repeat.
Yeah, I'm from Iceland. Yeah.
Yeah, hear on the name. You have like the Icelandic have like the traditional like. Oh no.
Swedish person in the comments going, "Oh, Sweden mentioned, yeah."
I mean,
no problem, Beck. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, but like, wait, are Ukraine considering Gripen?
What?
Yeah. Ukraine is considering Gripen and has been considering Gripen from the get-go, but there's been lobbying and like the F-16 has always been like the major like push because they're so distributed all over Europe because of the logistic networks and so much. Gripen is not like
Oscar, did you hear what happened with the Mirage though? The Mirage 2000s?
In Into what?
So France was like pulled a fucking fast one, pulled a Uno reverse on Russia. They were like, we are thinking about sending Mirages to Ukraine. Okay, we have approved Mirages to Ukraine, but we have to train the pilots. Okay, the pilots are in training, but they won't be done for over a year. And then like a month later, like, oh, surprise, they're already done with training. By the way, the planes have arrived.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's not what the U.S. did. The U.S. did the opposite and prepared all the Russian air defense for the F-16 arriving, put them out of range, dialed in their air defense, and now they're having trouble. Actually, the only F-16 that got shot down in Ukraine was by Ukrainians.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
Oscar, just imagine being that, because what do you know how it happened? Because I know the story, but do you know the story? Chasing down a cruise missile.
Yeah.
Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know how being a wingman works, if the lead pilot is on target, you don't fucking lock on to anything if you're the wingman behind him. But now imagine this. This does happen, even in the United States military. Mistakes fucking happen. It's just really shitty when it happens during a critical time period during war. Imagine you're the lead pilot chasing down in your fucking brand new F-16. You're chasing down a Russian cruise missile. And then you go, I'm locked on target, Fox 2, launch missile. And then you hear from your wingman, Fox 2. And you go, fucking what? And then your plane explodes from behind. Turns out, the jet engine from an F-16 is a lot hotter for a heat-seeking missile than the engine on the back of a cruise missile.
Yep.
I just imagine that conversation of Fox 2, fucking what? Boom.
Yeah, and it was so sad because the pilot that died, he was the main. Well, there were two. But he was one of two main proponents of like pushing the F-16 into Ukraine, and like it was
he was one of their best pilots. And then there was the guy that died in the training incident as well.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Eche Babra, I'm from America.
Is Iceland gonna build a military now soon, or are you gonna say like? Neutral, or like, not neutral, but like neutral less.
First of all, we've never been neutral. That is a.
No, I know, but like I don't know the.
We have a coast guard, sir. We have two. We have a coast guard. We have two 30mm guns.
Two 30mm cannons.
Yeah. So just don't knock it. We got those.
My man, Oscar. Your Coast Guard has 250 people.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Sweden's gonna profit now from.
Oscar, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I hope
we are the, like if there's any freeloader in NATO that the US has like perfect opportunity to really put the thumb on, it's us, because we are the freeloader. We everyone is like, oh, you gotta pay 2%, you've got to pay 3%, you gotta pay. You know how much we pay to NATO or not NATO? First of all, it's not to NATO, it's to defense. You know how much of our GDP is?
Not enough.
It was 0.1%, but now it's 0.2%.
We pay about 3.5% right now. So.
Does Iceland even have a military?
We
do not.
Oh my god, it's so low for Iceland that they don't even calculate it as a percentage of their GDP. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god. Iceland, what the fuck?
And it was so funny because I was at the summit here in Kyiv, and we made like this major announcement, and everyone was congratulating Iceland and like the Finnish.
Guys, we're gonna hire 5 more Coast Guardsmen. Woo!
And we made like this big announcement. We're like, we're doubling our like a contribution for defense, and everyone was like, "Whoa, they're gonna double it." We went from 0.1% to 0.25%.
So basically, you guys tossed a $5 bill at the Coast Guard.
Yeah, pretty much.
We just upped ours from 2% to 3.5%, like last month. So
Yeah. We like to my country's defense, and I am the only Icelandic reporter on the ground in Ukraine, and so like I do everything. I'm like the.
I forget that you guys exist
international
sometimes.
whatever. Yeah, I know, but we're this big island in the middle of the Atlantic. But the thing was, we were like got smack in the middle of the Atlantic, and we're like, "Oh, this is so nice. We're right in the middle of NATO. No one is ever going to think about attacking us." Then apparently the US is pulling out of NATO, and apparently the Europeans don't like the US. So we're like,
yeah.
And apparently the US wants Iceland now. Apparently, so we're like border nation or both with no army, nothing to defend ourselves, and everyone in the parliament is going like, fuck. You know?
Wait, America wants Iceland now?
I don't.
It's alright. He's just probably getting
okay. So I have to go now. Have to go. Hopefully settle this, and hopefully this wristband will no longer be on me after today.
Good luck, Sam. I hope everything is okay.
Fingers crossed. Everything was good last night.
What is that? I'm sorry.
It's a NICU wristband. My kid's been in the NICU for the last little over a week.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hypothermia, meningitis, and severe jaundice, near liver failure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. That's kind of why I haven't been posting videos and where I've been.
Oh man, but they're getting better.
Releases hopefully today.
Oh yeah, man. I wish you all the best, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to go. I have to go feed the dogs. Take them out to go to the bathroom, and then go get the car ready.
Okay,
So
man.
I will
nice to meet
maybe be back at some point. I might be streaming with Mickey in the next few days because I'm going to be at his house in a couple days. We'll see.
I won't be here with Hammer ever again because we always enter.
Oh my god.
We always enter arguing about.
Well, do you sleep at all? I sleep during the day.
No.
I will be hopefully posting videos. I don't think I can record in the meetings that I will be having with the congressmen and senators, but I will be posting feedback and talking about the different meetings and how receptive certain people were and having notes on like the meetings and stuff. So hopefully that goes okay.
When's that actually happening?
I will be in Washington, D.C. on the 9th. I'll be arriving at the Capitol at 7:30 in the morning, and we will be there probably until 7 at night.
Yeah, I wish you all the best on your family and
Thank you.
and everything.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Hang on. Let me Allahu Akbar the panel. Allahu Akbar.